Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Mandem United podcast, the newly named Scrub Talk podcast as well, slash Scrub Talk. Shout out to Leon for that name. It was supposed to be a Q&A, but after Manchester United's terrible defeat, embarrassing defeat, absolute woeful, whatless performance versus Spurs in a 3-0 loss at Old Trafford, I decided to do a Mandem United podcast slash Scrub Talk podcast for you lot. But first and foremost, big up Saeed for the raid. Run up the likes though. Everyone who just came over from Saeed's channel, run up the likes. There's over 900 of you lot in here, and we're only at 78 likes, people. Let's get that up to, let's go 200 likes. Mods, get everybody liking the video. Make sure you hit the share button as well. That's Me Flawless at Sarcasm City TV. That's at Sarcasm City TV at That's Me Flawless. That's on Twitter, Instagram. So retweet and like from Twitter/X. Make sure you share from the Instagram, and just as important, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Road to 13,000 subscribers, and when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. This is kind of going to be like a Q&A, where for those that haven't seen Sarcasm City TV before, wrestling fans will know this. You know, like the Royal Rumble, you don't know whose music's going to hit and who's going to come running down the ramp. So you have no idea what United content creators are going to show up. But we're going to have plenty to discuss. But big up to everyone that's already locked in already. I see you lot in the chat. Big up to Picture Perfect Podcast. Sunshine's in the chat. Kaneki in the cut. Warrior J. Noah's here as well. Let me see. Chinlu, Franz, Daniel, Nero, Lucian, Black Diamond, A. Solomon. Who else? Abs, J-Dub, Kind FC, CP being a prick. Hey, Manny, good to see you in the chat as well. It's been a minute. Hope you're blessed, though. Shouts to everyone, Young Valley, Timmy, etc., etc. But let me bring some of the man them into the building before I give more of my thoughts on the game. We got the young G Nero in the cut. Kaneki's in the cut. Yes, Nero, what you telling me, man? Fresh hairdo, Nero. Yeah, I see you, fam. Shiny.
It's not even fresh, you know. It's not.
Is
even
it the
fresh,
light?
man.
It might be the light then, fam.
Yeah, I got the new lighting, bro. What's the audio saying?
Audio's good. You're clear. You're good. It's clear. You're good, man.
Bruv.
Yeah, I'm saying. We'll get to it, man. We'll get to it. Kaneki, what are you telling me, fam? You good?
Bro.
Outside of Manchester United, man. Outside.
What do you mean outside of Manchester United? My guy, I was watching Madagascar. I had your stream up when I was watching Madagascar. I've never actually watched Madagascar before, so I just decided what's worth it more, you know, Man United or Madagascar. So I started to watch Madagascar. Yo, that show is mad funny.
Oh yeah, it's a great film, the Madagascars.
Yeah. Hearing you guys on the stream suffering, watching, I don't know what was playing, but I was watching Madagascar and I was having the time of my life. You know, I enjoyed my weekend so far. You know, yeah, Real Madrid drew, but yeah, it's Atletico Madrid, so you win some, you lose some, can't really complain. But I was watching Madagascar.
Yeah. Well, I hear you. First, in regards, big up, like Sunshine said, over 800 people in here. Hit that like button. Continue to run up that likes as well. In regards to the game, for those that would have seen me on Saeed's channel, I gave my thoughts. I give my thoughts that people that weren't over there as well. And before I carry on, this is the man that gave you the title. Is this your king? You know what I'm saying? Is this your king? But like Eddie is in the building. Yes, king. What you telling me,
bro?
You telling
Eddie, you know.
What you telling me, Eddie?
What you saying, my bro?
His name was Scrub Sport. Eddie Neal, you know. He still has to get a goal, you know.
Can't even get a goal, bro. Can't even get a goal. It's just, hey, bro, dark times at Old Trafford, bro.
Eddie, what do you mean? Weren't everyone waxing lyrical about scoring 7 against Barnsley? What do you mean?
That's what they said. That's what they said, Kaneki.
We scored 7 against Barnsley.
3 against who was it?
Southampton.
Southampton, you know. We're going on 3 weeks now, and Z still hasn't acknowledged or spoken to me at all, you know.
Shout out Z in the chat. But before Eddie and Nero and Kaneki all give their thoughts on the game, people, I told you, Raw Rumble settings and that. I like Double A in the building as well. Yes, fam, man. I know I was with you just like 5 minutes ago. I hope you're good. I was saying, I know. For those that haven't met, double A, Eddie, Nero, Kaneki as well. If not, everyone's met now. They have.
Come on, man.
Big
Big
up,
up.
What's up,
Yeah,
Double A?
I seen the content, man. I see the content, man.
Love that.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Which
Hold
was
on,
beating
let me
on the
just hold on, guys. I'm just gonna ban Ryan real quick. Yeah, big up Ryan. Fuck you, Ryan. Hold 5 minutes. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you know what? I remember you. I think you were with Saeed at Old Trafford. I've seen.
Yeah,
you,
he
bro.
was.
Yeah, always there with Saeed.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I've
it
seen
is.
you. I've seen you
Can't wait.
IRL store. I've seen
But
you.
shout out to Marcel, who's fully back in Ten Hag but doesn't go to games no more. That is brilliant, man. That is brilliant, yo. I did not know that.
Hey.
That is bro. Shout out to Marcel. And when I asked him about, why don't you go to games? I just don't go. Interesting.
You know.
But you're fully back in the manager, and it's
The way he just swaggered into that stream, then, bro, was crazy, man.
Why didn't he have on his suit? I have to ask that.
And it was sneaky
Where's
as
the
well, you
suit
know.
and the cane? Where's the
He's
suit
He's
and
gonna
the
have a
cane?
black tie for the funeral. He'll have a black tie for the funeral.
He'd have to take it back to the rental shop. That's why he ain't got it no more. He'd have to get it back.
Okay.
But on the actual game, I'll just give my thoughts quickly, people, for things that there's things you look at and you go, that's very telling of what how Manchester United are thought of. I always say this: listen to rivals when they talk about their own team and when they talk about your team. Yes, they may be biased over the top for their own team. They may be biased against your team, but somewhere, if you talk to enough, you'll find it. And Ange with that lineup, I said it on the start of the watch along. As soon as I seen their midfield free was Bentancur, Kulusevski, Maddison, I was like, yo, he don't rate Manchester United. He does not rate Ten Hag. He's come away to Old Trafford in a Big Six game with no defensive midfielder. And it's not like he played that midfield out of choice. Sarr is on the bench. Basuma's on the bench. So you have two very, very capable and two defensive midfielders of quality that you have used before. And you thought, I don't need these. Never have I seen that before. Never have I seen a Big Six team, any of the Big Six, go away to the other, to go away. So away to Manchester United, a City, a Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, or Spurs, and play without a recognized defensive midfielder. Bear in mind, he played 2 10s and an 8. He played an attacking 8 in Bentancur. He's not a deep line playmaker who picks up the ball off the back four and plays it through the lines. And then Kulusevski is a 10. He's so much a 10, he plays wing. And then you got Maddison, who has the number 10 on his back. And they came to our ground and won comfortably. Anyone making excuses about the red card, we was getting battered before the red card. And you know what was better without it? Even though the scoreline was 2-0 in the second half, 1-0 in the first half, we was better without it. I got plenty more to say, but I get to the man as well. Eddie, start with you, because we had the unfortunate job of doing the watch along together. So yeah, your thoughts on what you've seen. I know you got plenty to discuss as the title.
There's only 2 places to begin with.
Go on.
The title of "Is This Your King?" If people don't know where that comes from, it comes from Black Panther, right? Mm-hmm. See, T'Challa was feeling himself. He was feeling himself. Then this brother called Killmonger comes up to his crib, puts belt to ass, and throws him off of a water cliff. Mm-hmm. Before he threw him off of that cliff, he asked, "Is this your king?" Ten Hag enters. "Is this your king?" Ants came through, whooped Ten Hag's ass on a tactical level. That was the biggest thing to me. It's like this dude knew exactly what Ten Hag was going to do, and he had the antidote to stop him at every damn turn. That attacking midfield, knowing that we were going to give up possession, got to give it to him. He got it right. He put Brennan Johnson in situations to hit the score sheet. I'm telling you, it doesn't get any more glaring that this guy is out of his depth than that type of performance right there, when the teams are pretty much equal, people. The talent level of both those teams, it might go, if you have a starting 11, it might go 6-5 Spurs, but it's not this glaring gap in talent. The glaring gap is in coaching. It's just that simple. Now, to the second scrub that I think, the appropriate words for is it took you long enough. Bruno Fernandes. I've been on multiple streams screaming Bruno out. Not because I hate the guy. Because
Nah, I hate him.
Kaneki hates him.
Kaneki the same, that's true.
You cannot be an absolute counter to our success and be hailed it as a hero. It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. The most glaring indictment is I think it's reasonable for all of us to see that we played better with 10 men when all you did was take him off of the pitch. Now we're going to get 3 Prem games to see what we can do without him. And honestly, I'm excited because I've had it up to here, right? And we can get on the attack, but for what reason? Because the attack has been consistently bad. It's been the manager who's been consistently relying upon this attack to get him results. Twente, he did go Rashford, Garnacho, Hoyland. This one, I'm pretty sure Rashford got subbed off, but Hoyland, he brought him on. For what reason? Eriksson brought him on late. For what reason? The damage is done. You're chasing the game, and the person that you want to chase and have you chase in midfield is Eriksson. Yeah, man. On every level of coaching, he got outworked, and he got his ass whooped and threw off the waterfall. Point blank. Period, bro. It's just sad that that's what 600 million gets you.
Damn.
If that's what 600 million gets you, I don't want to be fucking rich. Let me stay on my side. Let me stay over here. I make rent. I'm cooling.
Yeah.
600 million gets you that, and then he don't want to talk about progress. But I could go.
Yeah, that was crazy. That like when the interviewer asked him
that.
afterwards about because we was watching it, and he was like, I don't want to. How are you progressing? He's like, today's not the day to talk about progress. Interesting.
If somebody in the chat can figure this out. After all 14 of those losses we had last season and with the Champions League, how many times after one of those losses he mentioned progress? I'd love to see it, bro. Honestly.
11.
There we go.
Well, yeah, Double A, you had the unfortunate, you had the unfortune, I should say, you know what I'm saying, of not being at the stadium. So yeah, your thoughts and like what the atmosphere, your thoughts on the game first and foremost, and secondly, what it was like being there, what the atmosphere was like from the jump. Because to got a goal down inside 3 minutes, I heard the crowd booing when misplaced passing, and the Old Trafford faithful is normally like very supportive. It's rare they boo. It's very, very rare that I can remember. Also, I know it must have been bad, but yeah, what was it like being there?
Yeah, so funny thing is, like Thursday, so sometimes I vlog games, but I spin it where I have questions for fans. So I'll meet you outside. So it's not just me at the game. There's a reason why I'm talking about. So today obviously was because Thursday I didn't go. I got to my front door and I saw the rain and I thought it's like 4 o'clock. I was gonna get there about 4:30, do a little video. Is the Europa League United's biggest chance of success this season? Had everything planned. Got to the door, saw the rain, and went, do you know what? I don't fancy it today. I knew something.
That was a blessing.
That game.
That was a blessing.
Do you know what? I thought that too, yeah. I wish I'd have done that today and gone on Thursday. Because honestly, today was bad. You know United are in a bad period when outside the ground, people just it was busy, but people just aren't happy. And we saw that all last season. People just, myself included, just get into the game as quickly as possible. You say a quick hello in the ground, out the ground, you're gone. It's very much similar now. And even I saw Faz before the game, and he was saying he was buoyed by the lineup. Yeah, I think we're gonna get something today. And for me, dropping Ahmad straight away, it lets me know what we're about to see. So going into the ground, and then. Listen, Old Trafford was quiet, and I think Old Trafford really is in that state of sort of apathy now, and I think they're teetering on the edge. It's not taking much for the fans to really get not boo the players, and the manager, but there's discontent there. Like you said, there's booing of everything, and I said to you before on Saeed's stream, the crowd didn't really get going until we were 3-0 down, and it was that sort of show of you know, we're
Yeah,
still
I heard
here.
you on the watch
spirit.
along that he was singing. I was like, hey, salute to the Old Trafford faithful because it was loud. I was like, okay.
But that was at 3-0 down, and that threw me back to the 3-0s we suffered during Moyes at home to Liverpool and Man City back to back. That threw me right back to that, where it was a case of we're nowhere near where we want to be, but the fans will always be here.
Yeah.
But on the game itself, mate, I mean, it was over after 3 minutes. As soon as they scored that goal, we were never in the game. And the best thing that happened to us in the game was Bruno getting sent off, because we actually come into the game a little bit. And I think, I said it to you, I think we played our best football at 2-0 down. And I literally filmed myself saying, do you know what? We're 2-0 down, we've got 10 men. All we need is one little goal, and you never know. I'd literally pressed stop recording, and they scored their third goal straight away. And yeah, man. My dad left early. I was sat there in the rain. I'm thinking, what am I doing? Stayed till the final whistle. I think mainly because I was filming Saeed's match reaction, and I had to stay.
You had a great number one
well, that
seat
was fun.
for that. That was box office. That was
fun. And the best thing was all the Spurs fans. I don't know if you could hear it on it.
Yeah, you could hear it. Yeah.
Bro, they were going in on him. Like, seriously, it was funny, man. But listen, the saddest thing of all, I think, the takeaway from the game for me and everything is how numb I feel to it all. I'm not even mad. I can't get mad about it anymore, because this where we are now is a series of bad decisions made by the Glazers and now INEOS, because they decided to back this man. When me and you, Flawless, have said for so long he should have gone at the end of last season. One game would not have kept him in his job at all. Finishing 8th, minus goal difference, is for me below par of what Manchester United should accept as a fan base and as a club. So the fact that he's here, I saw this coming. It's no surprise to me that this has happened. After Liverpool, I was fuming. This now, I'm just kind of like, well, we are where we are, and those that have backed him have to take it. Do you know what I mean? They have to live with this, because for me, it hurts more for me because I saw this coming. They'll just say, oh no, it hurts because we backed him. We were fully behind the club. Nah, you're just deluded. You're walking around with VR sets on because you're not living in reality for me. So listen, it's another bad day for Manchester United, and sadly as well, it's not even an easy game for us to try and get back in. We've got Porto away, and then we've got Villa. So, are we looking at 3 losses in a week?
Oh, we could be looking at 3 losses in a week. And you know what's crazy about us playing Villa as well? I watched Ipswich Town play against Villa. Whether we win, lose, or draw, Ipswich, we won't give Villa the game Ipswich did. We won't. They'll have an easier time against us. Even if we win the game, they'll have an easier time in regards to performance-wise. Like, Ipswich aren't of the quality of Villa, but they still did enough, 1, to get a point, and 2, actually give a game. It wasn't no lucky win. I mean, no lucky draw for them. But
it wasn't.
What's going on. It wasn't. Big up to Hem. Let me just get to a couple of things as well for the super chat. Hem, appreciate it. Says, big up. We are in the mud. Facts. We are in the mud. And Double A made a great point about the decisions of now INEOS. Now people are looking at them. So Hem, big up for that as well. Make sure you lot subscribe to Sheik's channel and Double A's channel. Both links are in the title. Sheik TV FC Double A. Both links are in the title, so click the links and it opens up new tabs. I just want to and big up Jacob for the raid as well. Shout out to United Spurs America. Big up Jacob. And big up to Ray. I want to get to this because he said, I'm going to give you 48 hours. Managers and players didn't equal the quality of Tottenham manager or players. So Veta, 2 questions. Are Manchester United still finishing 3rd, and are we still scoring 70 league goals? That's what I want.
Why are you answering Veta?
That's that, because I want to know those 2 things, because he tried to gaslight me and others. So I really want to know if he still has us finishing 3rd.
You are trying
70 goals.
You're getting gaslighted by a literal AI generated fan base. This is a computer generated fan right here. No one knew who Veta was. Veta didn't know who Manchester City were 10 years ago. Why are you answering to Veta, fam?
If you shout out to Veta, man. Everything. Subscribe to Veta James TV as well, man. But I just want to know those 2 things, because he's been adamant all summer long and since the start of the season all the way up until this point that Manchester United are going to finish 3rd and we're going to get 70 league goals.
You don't watch us. Don't watch us.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, fam. I'm older. I've been alive longer than Veta's been supporting Manchester City, fam. Why are you listening to Veta, fam?
You know why? Because it makes for great entertainment, fam. That's why. You know what I'm saying? It's great. I want to know if he'll double down. I actually like the Ten Hag inners. I want to know if they'll double down. But speaking of that, anyway, go.
Go cook.
Nah, it's cool. We'll go to the young G Nero. thoughts on what you've seen today? Because we haven't spoke, so I have no idea. And I know you got plenty to say. So, floor's
Bro,
yours.
what do you want to hear, man? What do you want to hear,
Your
bro?
thoughts on the game, yo. Your thoughts on what you've seen today.
Bro, you know what it is, yeah? Listen, I've been watching Man United, yeah, not for a long time. As you can tell, I'm not old. But you see what I've been watching? It's never ever been good enough, you know. And I've been sitting here and I've been saying, you see Tottenham. Not even Tottenham. Let's forget about Tottenham. Yeah. Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. These teams, yeah, they're way ahead of us. You see INEOS, yeah. INEOS, they don't have a clue, man. They haven't got a clue, you know. The time to act, how many months ago? The perfect opportunity to get rid of the guy, trophy or not. They should have struck then. What happened? They went and gave him a contract extension. We're not catching up those teams in the top 4. Let's be real. When we go and play, I've been saying this so many times. When we go and play against these teams, yeah, City away. When we go and play Liverpool at Anfield, when we go and play Arsenal as well. When we play these teams, Chelsea as well, now it looks like when we go to these teams, yeah, I know what football I'm going to see. I've accepted that now. We know the football, guys. We know the football, guys.
You said this when I remember we were talking about Agate, and you was like, "Yeah, I see the football we're trying to play."
Bro,
you did say this.
It's negative football, bro.
You did say this.
We're gonna go to these teams, yeah, and set up to hide in the corner. Man's gonna go and set up to hide in the corner, bro, and take punishment, bro. And that's what we did today. Listen, from minute 1, we didn't want it, bro. We didn't want it. Tactically, this guy got played off the park, bro. Played off the park by, you know, Tottenham's team are not even that good. Like the overall quality of that team aren't good, bro. And got played off the park. And this is the man that people want. This is the man that people want to take forward. We told you how long ago. They don't want to listen. They want to learn. They want to learn the hard way. We told you. We told you.
You can't hear, you must feel, man. I think we all heard that growing up. You can't hear, you must feel.
Traditional saying.
Yeah, traditional saying. We all
listen. I don't even upload videos. Man, no matter. I'm lazy. But the videos that are uploaded on my channel, yeah, it's like 2 videos, and they're talking about how bad this manager is. And those were recorded more than a year ago. More than a year ago. And I've been just sitting in this chair waiting for this guy to just go. Listen, put me out my misery, bro. Like I'm tired of seeing this. You know what I mean? In fact, no. We're not gonna do this actually. I'm changing the narrative now.
Go on.
I'm gonna change it up.
Go on.
Let this guy stay. I need him to. Nah. Because you know what it is. I deep something flawless. You see, Man United fans, they want the quick escape. They want the easy out. Nah. You don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve the easy out. The easy out is we sack this guy and bring Ruud in as the coach interim.
Yeah.
But nah, that's too nice for this fan base. Ten Hag is what this fan base deserves. This is what they deserve, you know.
No, I don't deserve it, bro. I don't deserve it.
No. Everyone here.
I've suffered, bro.
No, okay, cool. Bro. Let me generalize it.
Some of the ones who backed him, deserve it. I agree with you on that.
But isn't it better to get rid of him, get somebody who does the good job and say, see, we told you.
No. Double A. Obviously, that is the common sense idea, yeah. But
yeah,
we don't common sense with people like Man United fans. These top reds.
No. Nero has a point. Double A. I'm still waiting. I was told that when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wins, I shouldn't celebrate. I'm still waiting on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to win.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Listen, bro.
Yeah.
That would be
I'm still waiting.
It would be, but listen, Man United.
The 5 minutes are up. Big up, Ryan. Hold another 5 minutes.
He's violated. But
That's
nah,
about, yeah.
but on a real thing, yeah, I deep something. I need him to stay, you know. I need him to stay. I need him to rot in that dugout. Do you understand? Man needs to rot. He needs to rot in that dugout. The value of Ten Hag, yeah, needs to be. No one, like, when he comes out of this Man United job, everyone should just look at him and say, yeah, nah.
Basically, you want him to be seen in the footballing world how Ollie is seen in regards to you
No
can't
job.
get a job. You can't get a job. Is that where you're at?
Ollie has some credibility in a sense. Obviously, Ollie wasn't a good coach. Yeah, I don't know the jobs that he's been offered. So
he ain't been offered no job. Trust me.
I know that, but I'm just saying.
No, he ain't been offered no. That's why he's talking about. Yeah, I'd go back to man. Of course, you go back to Manchester.
Yeah, of course.
You ain't got no choice.
You ain't got no choice.
Yeah.
Ollie, in terms of a tactical.
From Ollie's that one girl was talking about she can get any man she wants and she's been single for 15 years. That is what Ollie is.
Nah, you're very terrific. But I'm saying, Ollie, yeah, when we played, like, the football was bad in terms of it didn't resemble a top team. Ollie used to set us up to be like in terms of underdog football.
Yeah, we were Cardiff.
We were countering, you know, and we wanted to be a front foot team, and that's what us fans wanted. And it got to a point where it caught up to him, and he couldn't continue. But with Ten Hag, yeah, what's funny is that he's come in to do a job. Yeah, we thought he's gonna play possession football, and that's what I know everyone here expected, and he hasn't done that. And then this new vertical, whatever you want to call it, 3-1-6 high press, he's trying to implement. It's also not working. So you're doing something that you're not being told to do. We didn't hire you for this stupid football. We didn't hire you for that. Stop trying to overcomplicate the game. Stop trying to overcomplicate it. We didn't hire you to do this stupid football. But you've come here. You said you wanted to combine the DNA of Manchester United with your philosophy. What does that even mean? What kind of coach goes into the job here and says, I want to combine my style of play, my philosophy with the DNA of the specific club that you're joining? It's either you play your football or you don't. What does that mean?
There's a clear style. Yeah. I get
What's
you.
the DNA of Man United?
Yeah.
What's the DNA of Man United? What Moyes' Man United?
Passion and desire. That is what Man United's DNA is. It's passion and desire.
Bro, he must be talking about the DNA of David Moyes' Man United. The DNA of Ollie's Man United. Not Ferguson, none of that, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, this guy needs to rot in that dugout. He needs to stay there. I've deeped it. Because now the overall consensus in the public is Man United. Yeah, like everyone wants this manager to be sacked, and it's like, nah, I'm changing sides now. He needs to stay. And people need to understand that, bro. People just need to understand.
Everyone's like, yo, if I'm suffering, everyone's suffering, man.
So I was gonna say, it's not Ten Hag here. It's Ten Hag suffer.
No. I'm Ten Hag. I'm Ten Hag's biggest hater. Like,
Ten Hag hold that.
Bro, you see 50 Cent and what 50 Cent is doing to Diddy, I'm worse than that, bro. You see if Ten Hag had, like, I don't know. You see that picture of that guy who's standing outside the brother's funeral and he's doing this. That's me to Ten Hag.
Pulled up to my funeral, my hater's biggest, my biggest up's funeral to make sure he's still dead. I hate you.
I just need the notification at this point. That's me.
Yeah,
I'm notification.
I'm gonna finish my rant real quick, yeah. But
go.
Listen, I'm just saying, the football that you're seeing, like, don't expect it to change. Don't ever expect it to change. This guy's showing you who he is. He's showing you who he is. We've been saying it for a long time, and now you want to get angry. Now people are talking about, how dare people talk about Bruno Fernandes? How dare? No. Because now it's like, it's just getting annoying now. Goal or not, yeah. That ugly flipping, oh bro, that rodent.
Remy from Monsters Inc., man.
It's
Okay.
stealing
Randall
away.
from Monsters Inc. fam. Randall from Monsters Inc.
That's
Bro,
disrespectful.
That's what he
Randall,
is.
He was
Bro,
successful.
I
to an
wouldn't.
extent.
I wouldn't even include Monsters Inc. in such bullshit that we got going on. That's a classic, man.
Yeah, it's a classic. Monsters Inc. is a classic, and the fact they didn't do a
Bro.
sequel is terrible. But we move.
Well,
Listen,
put it like
if
this:
you were-
they kind,
They did a
they kind
prequel.
of
They
thing,
did a prequel. They took them back
Oh,
when he was in
man.
university.
No,
I want
the
them
kind
to
of thing, the kind of thing I could probably tell you is the fact that Ridley Scott hasn't sued Man United every time Bruno's on the pitch.
Bro, he's horrible, man. He's horrific. And that red card, bro. Listen, it wasn't to me. Yeah, I looked at it and I was like, it's a bit of a harsh red card, because it looks like he slipped in it, but I don't care anymore.
No, it doesn't matter.
I don't care.
A red's a red.
Yeah, it
Bruno's
wasn't
red.
harsh at all.
Yeah. So Bruno's red today. Who remembers when we were dunking on Arsenal 3-1 at the Emirates and Hector Bellerin did a stupid slide tackle and Pogba jumped over him and then stepped on him accidentally and got a red card. What was Pogba supposed to do? What was Pogba supposed to do mid-air? Was he supposed to freeze time and then shimmy away from Bellerin's foot? No, he jumped. He stepped on him. This is a red. It's a harsh red. It's a red.
Nah, it's
That's
true.
what it is.
But listen, bro, Bruno is another one, bro. Like the fact that they gave him INEOS, saw value in this guy, brother. You can't trust people like that.
I agree with that. I don't.
The
I
average age of the people in INEOS is 73 years old. That's the average age of INEOS. 73. It won't surprise me what they see, fam.
Bro, I commend Flawless, and I said this as well. We're not drinking no Kool-Aid. Even Eddie, Sheik, I know you, man. Double A, I know we're not drinking no Kool-Aid. INEOS Kool-Aid, bro. Mixed with poison. That's what they're trying to serve to us.
Yeah.
Listen,
Trying to tell us, title by 2028. No. When you spend money, spending all of that money is to reduce the time that it takes to win stuff.
Both of them to think Radcliffe will live that long.
Bro,
This guy is crazy.
yeah, that's a bit wild for me, but
This guy is wild, yo.
Listen,
this
bro.
guy is people. You know, it's
I
crazy,
the
man.
banner, you know.
This guy's crazy, yo. This guy's gonna make you nuts, man.
No, but I'm just saying, like when you spend so much money, you should be able to challenge for a title. 3 years.
Big up yourself, Ryan. Dog, stop talking to the chat, man. Go away, fam.
Yeah, I hit him with that.
3 years.
Go on, Nero.
3 years into this Ten Hag setup, and what does he have to show for it? Because we can talk about how he's won those 2 cups. I can sit here and I can tell you that he scumbagged those 2 cups.
Yeah, he should have never passed Brighton. Bro, of course, is the reason why they made it that far in the Carabao Cup.
The Carabao Cup, listen, it's not his fault that we played the teams we played, but look at who we played.
Yeah, we did get a favorable draw.
Yeah, we got a favorable
draw.
And then the FA Cup, bro. That Coventry game alone, even though we got to the final, he should have been sacked for that. He should have been sacked because that was negligence. You let them take us to penalties. 3-0 lead. You know what I mean, bro? The money that he spent, bro.
the players are bro. Apparently it was the players. It's the players' fault. They had
if the Coventry striker were 9 instead of 9.5, Man United would have never made it to the final.
It's crazy. Let me get to a couple things though, Nero. Big up to Real McCoy for joining the membership. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment. Much appreciated. Big up to Umar for the super chat he put. That's crazy. He said even in Dutch he's slow. It's too basic of a mind. That's crazy. But big up for the super chat as well. And to Frazzy says my blood is hot. I need a Yardman podcast ASAP. Don't worry, man. You're gonna get one, but Kaneki's here, so we're gonna get to Kaneki in a second. And the reason why, because you mentioned also, Faz was like, how am I like, so you man are so calm, I see it here. The reason why I'm calm, because I've seen all this on the horizon. I've done been mad. I'm past mad. I'm just broken and acceptance. The 5 stages of grief. The last one is acceptance. I've been at acceptance for a significant period of time.
This is why I'm calm. This is why I'm calm. This is why I'm calm.
You only get angry.
Everyone can see it, you know?
Bro,
that's why I'm calm.
You only get angry if you didn't see it. Like if you didn't see it coming,
yeah exactly.
You leave the Man United.
My anger came after FC 20. That was where I got my anger out. And
my anger died last season.
We're expected to win that game, and you got angry, bro. Not Casemiro, Ugarte. Oh, Let me just say this last thing about Ugarte.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, go.
Ugarte. You see this guy with his with his tough face, bro. Aye, listen. Aye, Ugarte. That was an awful performance.
Yeah, he was terrible. He wasn't good
You
in
see
that game.
PSG right now. Their man are having wine on the table. They're sitting with their feet up, just laughing. 60 million. I said, yeah. Man said Ugalaga. Nah. We got a new name. I got a new name for you, man. That guy is the cocaine catamol, bro. He's not. Forget Ugalaga. And this is my thing. I'm trademarking that. He is, bro. You see this guy? Awful. Awful footballer, bro. I said to you, Flawless, yeah. I said, on a loan deal, I'll take him.
You did.
And we paid 60 million for him. 2-2s, we paid 60 million for him, bro. What the hell? Like, bro, listen. I'm done for now. I'm gonna let everyone cook in it, but yeah. Bro. I had to, bro.
Of course, man. Everyone gonna get a chance to get
enemy
everything
of
off their
football,
chest.
bro. That's what he is. He's an enemy of football.
Yes.
And so
Harris, good to see you in the chat, Harris. It's been a minute, but I hope your blessings.
Hey, real one.
Yeah, man. One of the OGs, man. Shout out Harris, man. It's been a strong minute. I hope you're blessed. He said, bro, we need to be folded as a club. It's horrendous.
Trust the process.
Yeah, trust the process. Kinaki, man. Thoughts on the game?
Hold up.
The game, fam. This guy. Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah. Go on. Thoughts on the game. Go on.
Damn.
Sorry about that. All right. So I'm just going to let you guys know I was watching Madagascar when Man United were playing. I've never seen Madagascar before, so I was like, you know what? Watch Manchester United, watch Madagascar. I opted to watch Madagascar. It's a very funny film. I never knew that film was that funny, actually. You know?
Yeah. It's a great film, fam. Trust me. Even the spin-off with the penguin and the penguins is fire. Trust me.
Yeah. So I'm going to start watching them instead of Man United. I'm going to start watching those movies anyway. So let's go on to the game that I had to see the highlights for and rewatch. Okay. So everybody that wanted to talk about, about Bruno Fernandes and how great he's been at Manchester United. Double A to everybody here. Can anyone of you tell me how many times Bruno Fernandes has hit double digits in assists in the Premier League? Can you tell me? He's been here 4 years. How many times has he hit double digits in assists in the Premier League in 4 years?
I don't know.
I think it's never.
I don't think he ever.
He's done it once. He's done it once. One time in 4 years. Paul Pogba, who was playing as a defensive six in 4 years, has already did that twice. Pogba's a DM who sat in our half for over 150 games. Hit double digits of assists in the Premier League twice. Bruno's only done it once. Since Bruno Fernandes has signed to Manchester United, can you tell me how many times he scored 10 non-penalty goals in the Premier League? Anyone want to tell me?
Well, say that again, sorry.
How many times he scored 10 non-penalty goals?
Never.
Zero, right?
Never.
Yeah, he's never done it.
He's never done it.
Pogba's done that 3 times.
Yeah.
So let us continue. Bruno Fernandes is the best signing since Eric Cantona. Bruno Fernandes right now, in the 4 years he's been at Manchester United, is ranked number 1 in errors leading to goal in our midfield. He surpassed Butt and Marouane Fellaini to take the number 1 spot for most errors in the midfield leading to us conceding. Do you know how long ago Nicky Butt has played for Manchester United?
Crazy.
Nicky Butt has played for this club for what? Over 10 years? And you surpassed him. Yeah, and you passed him. In 4 years, you're ranked number 1 in Manchester United in errors in the midfield leading to goals. Since signing for Manchester United, no other player in Man United's history has cost the club over 50 points since the signing of Bruno Fernandes and Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire has cost this club 89 points in the Premier League, and Bruno Fernandes is sitting at a whopping 73. Paul Pogba, in 6 years at Manchester United, hasn't even cost us 40 points in the Premier League. In 6 years, hasn't cost us 40 points in the Premier League. Bruno Fernandes is on 73 in 4 years. The two biggest failures at Manchester United were signed by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and both of them have been captain. Bruno Fernandes has ranked in Europe's top 5 for most dispossessed player for 7 consecutive years. 7. So that's from him at Sporting to now. He's ranked in Europe's top 5 for most dispossessed player. Since signing for Manchester United, Bruno Fernandes has been ranked in Europe's top 10 for most inaccurate passer. That's a list that Pogba has never been on in his entire career. Bruno Fernandes has ranked in the top 10 for most inaccurate passes in Europe for 5 straight years. 4 of those years is at Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes has created 323 chances and 68 big chances, the most out of any Man United player in the Premier League in the last 3 years. The last Manchester United player to register 10 assists in the Premier League to date is Paul Pogba.
Yeah, it was Pogba, wasn't it? Yeah.
So you have a manager that has nothing but that leads in negative stats, and your captain, both your captains, lead in negative stats, and all 3 are still at the club. Why are you surprised? Why are you surprised? Bruno Fernandes got a red card, yeah, and it was a red card. Bruno Fernandes, since being at Manchester United for 3 years straight, has been told to be the biggest liability at Manchester United. Graham Souness has never called Pogba, said Man United plays better without Pogba. Souness has never said that. Gary Neville has never said that. No pundit has said that Man United plays better without Pogba. But for 3 consecutive years, it's been said that Man United are a better team without Bruno Fernandes. Would you like me to keep going on with these stats? Because there's a lot of negative stats that Bruno Fernandes has right now.
Let me get to this. Hold up one second, Kaneki. Big up Lee Gunner for the raid as well, man. Shout out Gunner every single time. Let me get to that. But in regards to it, let me ask you though, Kaneki, because it's a question of when he gets sacked, not if. When do you think INEOS sack him? Obviously, we all want him gone, but when do you think he'll be sacked?
I don't want him to sack him now. I don't want him to sack him now. I'm enjoying this.
We got some sadistic motherfuckers on this panel.
No, what do you mean? I want to see Marcel in a suit. No, Eddie, look at me. You need to understand this. Understand this. If I'm dying, you're dying with me. Ain't no choice.
Hey, you my dog to a point. You my dog to a point.
Yeah. Oh, trust me.
Yeah.
I want him gone. I want him gone, Eddie. But at this point right now, it's too hilarious.
But forget all that. None of that. But forget all that, Kaneki. When? Because we know he will get sacked. When?
Oh no, he's not making. Oh no, I can't wait for December. I want to see him in December. He's gone by December, but
so you think
he's gone by December?
Wait. You think he's gone by December or in December?
In December.
In December. Okay. All right. Fair.
Yeah.
First, and to those who keep asking, what is the Sancho comments? Let me know, because people keep asking and I started. I mean,
oh no, just him retweeting somebody that said Sancho survived. Because after Man United packed the almighty Champions League winning Barnsley 7-0, yeah, people were saying that Man United survived Sancho.
Yeah.
So he liked the post that said Sancho survived.
He did, which he did. Salute to Sancho. I hate fuck Chelsea. Can't stand him, but I'm glad he's performing well there. So like, what
were you saying, Leon?
Well, go on, people. Big up Kaneki. It's been a minute, man. I hope you're well.
Go on, Leon. For the thoughts on the game and what we've seen.
I just come checking if Eddie's all right, man. He still looks like, I don't know if he's.
Hey.
Looks like he's plotting and planning a murder in. I don't know where he is. He's in some. I don't know what I'm saying.
Look at this guy. What's the title this week, people? Hey, Leon, let's not do that. Eddie picked this title. All right, so let's say that shit because you are picking the titles.
Just a general question, man. I don't know. We don't know
I'm okay. I'm okay.
It's not
sarcasm setup show.
Yeah. It's not the goal tally no more. It's not 65 more to go now, is it? It's not the goal tally.
What is it, 62?
It's the same as last week because we didn't score. You didn't have to change it. It's the exact same. Warrior J, I got them stats as well.
What were you asking me about the game?
Just thoughts on the game. And actually,
So,
now same question to you. Even forget the game. When do you think Ten Hag will be sacked? It's a question of when. Not if. When do you see it happen?
I'm with Kaneki, but obviously Kaneki wants him to feel the pain. But I just don't believe that they'll pull the trigger until December.
So you reckon December's the one?
Yeah, I already said, like, I'll reiterate it again. 6 months of pain and then 6 months of better football. That's what I believe this season will be, because I think it's a money game. I think they're being tight with the money in it. I feel like they're it sounds mad because they spend money in all other areas and Agate and everything like that. Do you know what I mean? There's still money they're throwing away a little bit. Not to say it won't be a good player, but for 60 million, it's not looking good, bro. But we'll see. I feel like they will long it out till December, unless we're in a position whereby we're so far away from like the top 6 that it's just like unachievable, which would be like, I don't know, how many games till December? Another 10 or something?
Because I'm looking here.
We lose like 8 of them 10 games or something like that. Do you know what I mean? But I think what you'll see is at the moment where everybody's like going mad, he'll go and win a game like a Europa game. He'll go and he'll go nick it against a rival in a game we don't deserve to win or something like that. Do you know what I mean? We know how the pattern goes, but like I was saying it in the summer, it's the system, man. Like without, if you can clearly see that a manager's not got a good system, then like, how do you expect to get to the result? If your recipe's crap, then why are you expecting top food at the end, isn't it? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to, I don't know, cook, I don't know, curry or something, and you're putting in, I can't even think, my brain's that tired, innit? You're putting in loads of time or something. It's just, it ain't gonna work, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like loads of rosemary and that's like, nah, brother, like use the curry powder. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like right now, because obviously I want to carry on a little bit from when we was talking about Rude and stuff like that. Yeah.
Who? Go on.
I feel like we're in an era now where when you say something, people take it as literally what you say, innit? So if you say like, "Oh, I'll have Rude into the end of the season," then you can't. What's he gonna do? That's not the point. Any person, there's like 50, 60 managers in world football right now that could come in and raise the level of this team by doing very basic stuff. I'm not going to lie to you, my lads, yeah? I think all of us could go in there and get better results than them. I know it sounds mad because never managed, but even just picking the right 11, making us more solidified, it's still the same thing.
Because you know what we do? Just say bless to everyone, make sure everyone's good, and then let the coaches coach.
Yeah, but even
let the likes of Rude and Hack
coach,
stuff like that.
You'd be like, cool, let me put a flat midfield 3 in there, or 2 8s and a 6. Or a double pivot. Let me play a 10 that's not irresponsible. Let me make sure that the defenders and the strikers are not so far apart. When we lost the ball again today, it was like reminiscent of last season. Massive gaps. Wingers I was thinking about wingers inverted, and it's too easy. Like the biggest thing against Spurs is keep your players wide at least, or keep a good shape. Like as soon as you go inverted, they love playing down the wing. That's the one thing that they're pretty good at. So. Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know. I'm over the emotion now. Really, I'm kind of over the emotion at the start of the season because after seeing 60, 70 games of it, I kind of know what to expect in it. Like we might go play well in a game or two, but then it's back to square one again. So I just think Musa made such a good point on the last stream that I just hope the players aren't too damaged from this, like psychologically, because we're seeing right now. That, and obviously I'm bringing up against Sancho. He's gone to another club and he's producing straight away. It just shows the right environment, the right game time. Maybe it was the wrong system in the wrong place at United, but that's just one example. Do you know what I mean? Like,
but you know what?
Loads of players that go on and play better.
Leon, that's insert player name here.
Yeah.
We the wrong system. Who is
Darmian, Ashley Young, the list goes on and on and on.
Who's the system and our club good for? Who do we get the best out of? As whether you rate players or not, even Diallo, as much as I think Diallo's a good player, are we the best environment for him? Do we play a system that suits him, or does he just play well because of his individual quality?
Said it on the last stream. I think he said the whole squad's regressed. AA, didn't you? He said that literally the whole squad. Imagine that. He didn't even say 11. He said, imagine that 22 players have got worse. 24 players.
At least.
Crazy,
At least.
Trust me. I hear exactly that, and that's what it is like with the players. And as much like I said, I'll criticize someone and say they're not good enough. Are they still better? They're better than this. Yes, we should be able to. If we lose to Spurs, it should be a competitive matchup. It shouldn't be we lose 3-0.
Suits our style.
Yeah,
Space.
it shouldn't be we lose 3-0 and it's more damning on them that it wasn't more. That's the best thing about that game. Well, two things. One, Bruno getting sent off, so it'll be missing for 3 games. And two, the fact it was only 3-0 because it should have been 6. They missed 3 1-on-1s. Werner missed 2 and Solanke missed 1. Never mind half chances and other times they didn't quite make the right decision. That could have easily been a record-breaking game.
Well,
not against the great.
Son didn't even play.
I said as a joke to my brethren.
You know what? Thankfully, Son didn't play.
Yeah. You know what I said as a joke to my brethren. I said, I bet you we play. I said it as a semi-joke because I need to start taking these things more seriously. Yeah. Anyhow, we go to Spurs and Brennan Johnson and Werner score, and like obviously Werner nearly did, and they had work. I was like, these two are so bad. Like, big up Brennan Johnson. I'm from Nottingham. He done wonders at Forest. Yeah. At this level, top 6, top 4.
Right.
You know what I mean, Werner.
Rubbish. Yeah, Johnson hit the post like someone just mentioned in the chat. Yeah, I forgot about that. There were so many like instances where you go, they could have scored there and stuff.
We made it
actually a decent game.
But we do that to everyone, Leo. We make everyone look good. That's the problem.
That's what got Ollie up out of here. He could not make us look at all like we were confident in what we're doing. This is what the manager has done. When literally everybody out there looks like shit, that's the manager, people. Clear, cut, and dry. That means he's actually setting you up to fail because nothing works. You look at any other manager in the Prem, there's a level of consistency there that you know what you're going to get. Now, the player execution, you can easily see and say, okay, you know what? I see what he's trying to do. He just doesn't have the players for that. You don't know what Ten Hag wants us to do.
Literally, yeah.
You don't know. Like, we pass the ball around the periphery, and it's just because we have the ball. There's no anticipatory plays that you can see on that pitch and be like, okay, you know what? If he gets the ball in that area, the runner is coming in a split second so he can play in that area and hopefully somebody gets a header foot on it. There's none of that. Every goal we get, I swear to God, it has to be on the counter.
Well, Eddie, the other thing as well is people have said, we're playing better this season. We are playing a little bit better. Like, you are seeing a little bit more build-up and stuff. Do you know why? Because there's better technical players on the pitch. Doesn't mean the system's working.
Not at all.
It's still not working.
Just better individual.
But Leo, you got Maino, Diallo, Zertsky, and Eriksson. You're going to play a bit better ball, aren't you? Come on. Do you know what I mean?
Leon, but you're saying that, but here's something what a lot of people are understanding. For the last 4 years in the Premier League, from 2020 to now, the person in our team that's been the greatest signing since Eric Cantona has been dispossessed 155 times. Kevin De Bruyne in 4 years has been dispossessed 92 times. Bruno Fernandes has been dispossessed in the Premier League 155 times.
But
so if you have someone in the season of 2022-2023, Bruno Fernandes got dispossessed 50 times in the league.
Yeah, that's mad.
This is where it comes down to the manager and management. Because if you can bring up that stat, they damn sure better be able to understand that stat at the same time and see something about him having this much responsibility is not working. These last 2 managers have not had the balls to sit his ass down and be like, bro, you can't be doing this foolishness. What I said the other week, Flawless, he's chasing his own shadow out there.
You did say he's chasing his own shadow.
He has no idea what's going on around him. It's like he's playing football with himself. Pause.
Yeah, literally. That's a good night. Yeah.
Everything else does not matter to Bruno Fernandes except see ball, kick ball, chase after ball.
Literally, man.
Golden retriever.
Dumbfounded,
tired.
This is a midfielder we're talking about.
Ball, chase ball, yo.
We're not talking about a winger
Eddie.
that has to run after the back, like after he breaks the back line. No, we're talking about a bona fide 10 in the Premier League.
Yeah, but Eddie, what you guys aren't really getting is that Bruno Fernandes isn't actually a midfielder. Bruno Fernandes started out at Vitesse as a right back.
You
Did
know
they?
what's funny?
Then he
I
got
saw
played.
some.
Then
I
he got
saw
put to
something
set.
about that too.
Then he got put to centre back, and he
Yeah.
was horrible in all of
Oh my
them.
god, Bruno as a center back. Jeez.
Bruno was a right back and centre
Oh
back.
my
Man,
god.
Bruno Fernandes started
And the
football as
gears
a right
scaring
back.
me, man.
Yes.
that's mad.
Yeah. I
Listen,
heard
listen,
that.
listen to it, Cheek. Unlike some people that in Man United that found out about Bruno Fernandes in 2019, I've known Bruno Fernandes since 2013. I've known him since he was at Udinese and Sampdoria, and they kicked him out of both clubs because he was horrible.
Wait, Kaneki, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Didn't Sporting go on to win? Did they win? You know when Bruno was there,
They
did they
won
win?
2 league
Win the
titles
league
back to
after.
back
They
since
didn't
kicking him
win
out.
the league
Yeah.
when he was there, did they? They didn't win the league.
No, he didn't, because Bruno Fernandes in one of their league challenges cost them 4 games on the bounce. Every single one of their title race. There's a reason why. What's his name? Jose Ford.
Oh, Ford, yeah.
Yeah, he hated Bruno Fernandes. He hated him completely. I told you, he called him a daft jackass. Champions League game where they had to play against Barcelona, where he wants Bruno Fernandes to stay structured. Bruno Fernandes is trying to chase after Lionel Messi. Raise your hand right now if you would chase after Lionel Messi.
Yeah, that's madness.
And just to clarify as well, because people are pointing out, shout out to Jess because he just sent me into my DMs in regards to this whole, United, we're in control before the red card. It wasn't. The eye test shows you that and the stat test. So this is, before the Bruno red card, so this is the 42nd minute, obviously he got sent off. Spurs had 60% possession. They had a total of 260 passes, 28 touches in the opposition box, 12 shots, 4 on target.
Wait.
So they were
People were
dominant.
saying we were in control before the red card.
No, Eddie. People were saying that that's to blame as to why
Marcel
game was so
Marcel
bad.
was
We
saying
were
it.
never in control of that.
Eddie, breathe. Before you speak, breathe. Eddie, breathe.
You know why
Relax,
with Marcel? Because the fact that you have to release the correct information, and the fact that Faz said that Marcel used to go to games on a weekly basis and doesn't go anymore. And then when I asked him why he doesn't go anymore, he said, just because I don't go. So this manager's great and you're backing it, but you now
did
no
you
longer
know what
go
he
to
said
games.
before that? He actually
what he said
admitted,
before that?
and then he stopped himself. He admitted it because he said he was like, yeah, that's one of the reasons, but
Yeah, exactly. So
because
just
the
let
paid
people,
at the end of the game.
again, people just let it be known. Like if you ask people enough questions, because I get told that, you always setting people up and all this stuff. Ask people the correct questions and you hear the intention. So this manager's that good and you're backing it that you used to go weekly to Old Trafford. Now
Then you stopped.
But the football's that good and we're on the right trajectory. I'm not going this season. You know what I'm saying? I only really go to 1 or 2 games a season. While this manager's in charge, I'm not going. I've been to the past 2 Chelsea games.
You go to a lot of games, innit?
Yeah, I respect Double A and Saeed
I respect
and everyone
everyone
that goes. They were in full voice at 3-0 down. I said it on my watch along. Respect to them United fans who did that. For real. Because you lot are true ones. That's why it is. And
what's the vibe like in the stadium, Double A? Is people switching over, or are they still when we go get a result, do they still come back buzzing for the next game? Do they believe when there's a goal, or is it just flat right now?
Leon.
Sorry.
Based on what I'm sorry, Double A. Based on what I've been told from my cousin that lives over there and goes to the games, most of the Man United fans that are going there just have unhappy marriages or just want to get out of the house from their wives.
Oh, for real? So there's just no
so they don't care. They don't care what the football looks like. It's not their missus yelling at them.
Go on, Double A. Go on.
Well, for me, who's in a happy relationship, that's not really the case for me. So I can only tell it from my personal experience, bro. Although I might not be after that woman line on Saeed's show, but anyway.
Yeah, that's show.
But for me, Leon, personally, I always get a sense walking up to the stadium, and you do see them people that live and die for the match, live and die for football. It's the best part of their week. Do you know what I mean? Like you say, unhappy home, whatever, unhappy relationship, wherever it is, football is still the thing they look forward to. So that creates a buzz anyway. But you can tell by people's faces, and the best example was 21-22. That season for me was horrific. That was literally a case of rocking up to Old Trafford 5 minutes before the game, leaving straight away and not talking to anyone, just going there, watching the game and going. And then now I'm getting that feeling that that's becoming, if I didn't meet up with Faz or Adam or Saeed and stuff like that, the creators all around chat before the game, bro, I'd be doing the same thing again, just going and watching the game and getting out. In the ground, mate, like I was saying before, the atmosphere didn't really start to get up until it was 3-0 down, and it was that show of defiance because the new Sky cameras were there, and they wanted the fans to be heard to say, listen, like, you know what it is, we will never die. And like I said before as well, like, it reminds me of the back-to-back 3-0 losses at home to Liverpool and City against when we had Moyes, and Moyes was, we have to aspire to be a Man City. That's what it reminds me of, because it's now a case of, we have, if the players aren't gonna have respect for the badge and the manager's not, we have to show that the fans still respect the club, and the fans will always still be here. But mate, it didn't take long for people to be going around me today. They were going mad literally within the first few, obviously after 3 minutes because he scored a goal, but giving the ball away straight away, and then it's just the case, bro. The one thing about United fans, and sorry, Faz, I'll let you. I'll just finish now. The one thing about United fans that go to the stadium, and you probably know this, they will never fully turn on the players and manager. Okay. There's instances where they will. We all know the Pogba one. We've all seen that.
Yeah, where they were chanting about his dead dad.
Yeah, we've all seen Martial get a little bit of it. I ain't gonna go into specifics why that might be the case, but very rarely will you ever see the full stadium getting on the back of anyone to the point where it feels uncomfortable. They'll always back the team. They'll always back the manager. The problem is that sometimes works against us, because when it does come to the end of the road, when we do need to start showing real, true unhappiness at what we're being served up week by week, the fans aren't going to do it. So it's left of a case of the media kind of drum into that, and the media drum it up, but then the media look negative. But it all comes from somewhere, because they feel the vibe, they speak to fans, they know exactly what's right or what's feeling wrong. Like, and you can see it now, because the biggest 10 Hag inners are all starting to waver. Like Marcel, I was letting all you guys go, but Marcel couldn't look any more like on the fence, and you could tell he was, one more drink and he was singing 10 Hag out, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what it looks like for me. So it's the tide is definitely turning, and I think the next 2 games are massively important, because if you go into that international break on 3 losses, mate, I don't personally see how he survives that. Never mind Christmas. No way.
Like, obviously we've seen a few fans this season. Just 2 secs, Faz. Have we seen a few fans, like, it's a good question for both of you, Faz and Double A, like, leave this season? Have you noticed more this season, or is it just the case of what you said then? It's just like some leave, some don't, they're still loyal. What's the situation?
Liverpool to stay for a bit, isn't it?
They leave.
They're leaving. What would you say, more than other seasons, or they're just?
I think so. My dad left. My dad left 10 seconds before the 3rd goal.
Really? So
people left there 45 minutes.
Yeah,
45 minutes.
Yeah. People were going at half time. Yeah, that's true.
Damn.
Because
Sorry,
bro.
That's mad.
One thing I've noticed, because during the game, as much as I like watching the game, I keep a very close, ear open, listening to what the lads around me and the people around me saying, And today, I noticed very specifically, people are asking each other, who next, right? So I took the opportunity to just approach these random people, bro. Random people on my live stream, they see me approach randomest people. I approached them and I said, who did Chelsea think they're going to get? Liverpool, Villa. What did Company do to warrant managing Bayern Munich? And then all of them were like, oh yeah, they were all like shocked that I'm saying that and making them think. What I noticed, and without being disrespectful, is fans need people like us to speak out so that they can then understand. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you mention these things, then they're like, wow, okay, that makes sense. I understand, blah, blah, blah. Because fans, they think so much like a fan. And again, without being at all disrespectful, I call them generic level fans, which is fine. They just love going to Old Trafford.
They're just surface level.
Surface level fans. On my live stream today, there was the first one, you had 14,000 people,
Let's go. Talk that big numbers. Let's go. Talk your shit, fam. Big
everybody in my stream, went crazy. The guy behind me saying, shall we give Martial another chance? This is the fan base we're dealing with. This is the fans. So you need, when I'm going
the fans love a remontada, man. They love a love story. Love a remontada.
What they are, though, they're fans of football, not fans of the game. Being a fan of the game is taking it deep. They're just like football, bro. Just like going up, showing up, watching United kick ball, and then going home and then watching it on match of the day. A lot of us live the game. Wanting to be any part of the game, playing, managing, coaching. We live it. That's not them. So
so they want the moments. They're just there for the goals and a little bit.
The glory. That's it. We're all there for the glory. Some of us for
the dopamine, bro. They're there for the dopamine. That rush when Rashford.
All we're left with is the dope in the dugout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're looking for that Garnacho zinger. It's not happening, bro. They're putting their stocks. Their investment is failing, bro. These men are putting their faith in Garnacho and Rashford and Bruno. Listen, if you invest in something like that, you're losing your money, bro. It's not fair, bro. It's not fair. Like I put in the chat, just quickly, I just want to say.
Yeah, of course.
Notice, the people, notice the demographic of people that are getting targeted in the team. Notice how Ahmad got dropped and nothing was really said.
Mm-hmm.
What did he do to get dropped?
Play good football.
For playing, no, but that's the truth.
Yo, and keeps the ball, and technically it keeps it ticking, and you don't be running around.
That is the answer. That is really the answer.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. Like he don't want that profile. You know what I'm saying? He don't want. That's why Anthony's his guy, and Anthony, for all his faults, isn't a running around. He can't get game time.
Yeah, Anthony.
Crazy,
but Rashford can go. Rashford can play. You get what I'm saying? 30 games and be awful and still play. Garnacho can score 10 goals in 50 appearances.
Where are all these people talking about the tricks Rashford was pulling the other night? Where are all these people talking about?
He's playing them.
Dropped the shoulder.
Bro,
where are you?
He's playing them, yeah. You know he thinks these guys can scumbag him a goal, bro. That's why he's still playing.
Enough of that false, man. I'm done.
That's why he's still playing them.
Eddie, it's all right. It probably can't get worse. Probably.
All right, yeah. You know what? Hold on. We play Porto and Aston Villa away in the next next week.
It definitely get worse.
Flawless. I remember we had this conversation. We asked.
Okay, go on, Sheik.
I remember we had this conversation. We said, could it genuinely get worse than last year? And now we're literally thinking it could. It potentially could. Could I? Since we were bringing up some,
we're gonna get your thoughts. Hold up, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go to you next. Big up Casually for the raid. Make sure you subscribe to Casually FC. Make sure you subscribe to Faz's channel as well as Double A's and as well as Sheik's. All links are in the title, people. All links are in the title. Go subscribe to all the man them. Run up the likes. There's over 1,000 of you lot in here. But you know what I'm saying? More raids than a friggin' trap house, so big up. I'm only at 273 likes, people. Like 4 raids. I'm saying 273 likes. Let's get up to 500 likes, man. Come on, you lot, man. Run up the likes. And again, big up to Casually Marshall. I hope you're blessed as well. And just wanted to get to this as well, because Jess says, by the way, for a team that doesn't have out-and-out certified goal scorers, we are the only team with Liverpool and Chelsea who have scored 3 goals in 3 times in the Premier League this season. Coaching matters. Exactly. And that's the Spurs team where I don't rate their attack outside of a couple of players. I don't rate their attack, but you know what? Ange has a system. And but hey,
don't mean to cut you, Flawless. Anybody here remembers when we were called Forchester United, when we used Romelu Lukaku, Anthony Martial, Paul Pogba, and Hendrik Mkhitaryan? We won 5-6 games on the bounce, winning 4-0. So we could do that with Paul Pogba, Jesse Lingard, and Anthony Martial, but Bruno can't do that with Anthony, Marcus Rashford, and $120 million worth of striker. And for all of you that are looking forward to anything now, yeah, man, Bruno Fernandes, Mason Mount still here.
Oh,
just FYI.
FYI is definitely going to be the one, because I thought Bruno, we're going to see it, and I'm like, we might see an actual midfield trio and Axel.
No. Mason Mount's going to start now.
Unless he's got the concussion protocol, because obviously he went off.
2 seasons and 2 assists. 65 million, right? It's 65 million, right? I want you guys to know that Bruno Fernandes has played with far better players than a certain guy that was here before, and Bruno Fernandes' numbers are nowhere near better than his. How have you played as the attacking midfielder for 4 straight years, and you're currently 4 assists better than the guy that sat in our own half for 6 years?
because he sucks. And I'm just glad I remember me and Eddie will remember this. Anyone who's like OGs, Harris and all that, like the conversations we used to have about Bruno in particular on this show. And the strong defense that was put up for him. Kaneki, you was there.
Bruno and Modric.
It was
Bruno and
crazy.
Toni Kroos.
World class.
Bruno and Toni. All the world class. And to the excuse that I hear, anybody say it, want to please stop it. Bruno Fernandes for Portugal. You want to know why Bruno Fernandes doesn't play like how he plays at Man United at Portugal? Because Portugal can kick him out of the team and never call him back. That's the difference, all right? That's the difference. Portugal can banish him.
Portugal. He does not
I
even
know,
play. I've never
because
seen him
everybody
play
knows
for
they
Portugal.
always, Eddie, they use the Pogba excuse. Pogba plays good for France, but he doesn't play good for Man United. Bruno shit here and shit for Portugal. Let me just bring it up to all of you. The difference is this. The difference is this. Portugal, like what they did to Luis Nani, they will do it to him. Kick him out the team and he'll never be seen of again.
But yo, Kaneki, let me cut you. Go on, Sheik. Floor's yours, fam. We get to the stats, thoughts on the game, whole nine.
Yeah. I mean, the game, bro, like we were all there on the watch along. Me, myself, you, Eddie. What more could we say? We were laughing during the game. We were tired of watching it itself. We were picking other conversations to just talk about rather than the game itself. And that's just kind of like how it's been, man. And I said it on the watch along. Where are all those people who said we were going to score 80 goals and all that type of bullshit? Because I'm here to talk to them today. Because when I said that we had a 5 out of 10 window with all the players that we signed, and when I said that we would be lucky to get near 50 and 60 goals, I was getting all these hateful comments, this negative shit in the chat, and I was basically told that I look like an idiot. But here we are again with a -4 goal difference, and some of these stats. Let me actually just that I was gonna bring up real quick.
Yeah.
Today's game, we faced a higher XG than we did against Liverpool when we lost 7-0. Just to let you guys know, we faced a higher XG today.
Yo, that is mad.
Than we did against Liverpool when we lost to them 7-0. Also, the Spurs this year.
What was the XG today? Sorry, what was the XG? 4.9.
4.67. 4.9. All right, 4.9 was our
Wasn't it
XG.
5? I thought that.
On Opta, they said it's 4.67. That's also, by the way, that's the highest XG we've ever faced at Old Trafford in our whole existence. Ever. We faced at Old Trafford. 4.67, right?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm writing this down.
Yeah.
Because the score was 5.3.
I got more for you.
The score was 5.3.
Slowly, please. Go slowly, yeah?
Yeah, so to start off, Tottenham Hotspur accumulated an XG of 4.67. That's the highest XG that United have ever faced at Old Trafford. It is also the most XG that Tottenham have ever had in a single Premier League game.
Mad.
That's today, right? Dejan Kulusevski created 9 chances against United today. That is more than Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Garnacho, Xerxes, Kobe Mainoo, Diogo Dalot, and Mazraoui combined. It is also the most chances than any Premier League player has completed in a single game this season. But we're scoring 80 goals, and Ruud is here, and Rene Hawk is here, and we have structure, and we're in our 3rd season. We're gonna do this. We've won 2 trophies, this and that. Guys, the problem has been in front of you.
And before you go on, fast.
That's the most XG for Spurs in Premier League history, yeah?
That they've ever had in a game.
Yes.
And you know they've played some terrible sides, yo. And speaking of stats, before we go back to you, Sheik, and thoughts on the game, big up to Staffy because he posted out some interesting stats. So 1 goal in 3 Premier League games at Old Trafford, 6 wins in the last 20 Premier League games, 8 losses in the last 20 games at Old Trafford, 1 win in our last 9 European games, 20 games conceded 3 goals or more. Yo, the stats just keep racking up and racking up. Yep, exact. And here's some more as well. 4-0 to Brentford, 7-0 to Liverpool, 6-3 to City, 3-0 to City, 3-1 to Villa, 3-0 to Sevilla, 3-1 to Brighton, 3-2 to Galatasaray, 4-3 to Copenhagen, 3-0 to Newcastle, 4-0 to Brighton, 3-0 to Bournemouth, 4-0 to Palace, 3-0 to Liverpool.
Stop saying our body count, man.
Okay, we are whole, man. Word to Eddie, man. You bunch of hoes. You were right when you said that. You was right when you said that, man. Straight just whole activity.
Letting everyone hit, bro. Letting everyone hit.
That's mad. That's mad. Bro. But you know what, yeah? it's like this is what for the surface level people that will see this as well. It's like that's what I'm saying. There's a way to win a game and there's a way to lose a game. If these were 3-2s, draws, whatever, then and we could see something. Then yeah, but there's like no hope. Like when United go like, when was the last time that we went like? It's getting to the point that when we go a goal down, we know we're going to lose in it. So like, when was the last time we were like?
Double A said that he's there 3 minutes in, and he's like, "Yeah, we losing."
We got
Game
all
over,
those
bro.
3 minutes in.
4-0,
Game over, bro.
all that, right? We also got the most goals conceded, I think, in the last minutes of the game at the same time.
I forgot
This
who
man has perfected every way to bring L's to Manchester United like only he can. If there's a way to lose a game, this manager will figure it out.
Go on, Kaneki.
And just to make you know this, we played Spurs' strongest team in the semi-final of an FA Cup. We were what, 2-0 down? Anybody remember the midfielder that took us through to the final of that game?
Yes.
Who remembers when we were 2-0 down to Manchester City and then we came back and won 3-2? Because two players on that pitch decided that we weren't going to lose. You know, ain't it weird? Ain't it weird now that when he's not here anymore, there's nothing in our midfield that drives us forward anymore?
But we already knew that, Kaneki. We knew
no, we
that.
we know. But I told Saeed that you guys, Man United, are banking on Kobe Mino this season. He said we're not doing that. Okay, so what are we seeing right now?
Yeah, there's no one else. There's like nothing else. Ericsson is trying to just drag the whole team.
Imagine he's probably been our best midfielder this entire season.
He didn't even know. Probably he has been.
Actually, Ericsson is our best midfielder this season.
Been our best. He has been
by some way as well.
By some distance, and he's not even been fantastic. He's just been competent.
Exactly.
Oh, by the way, Traps, if you see this, no, we don't want McTominay back as well. Just in case.
But this is another thing that pisses me off about his manager, because this guy was out of the door in the summer. Ericsson was being hauled out to any club that'll take him, and no one would want to pay for him. And then similar to the season before, he did the exact same thing with Maguire and McTominay, because they were out the door, they both somehow got themselves back in the team. And now he's doing the exact same thing to Ericsson. And the thing is with him, at his age, he shouldn't be playing 4 games on the bounce. Why are you playing him 4 games in the bounce, especially against Barnsley and stuff like that? Like, this manager doesn't have a clue. And I said it last season's Flawless. You would have. The guy is scrambling. He's going day by day trying to find his way out of the maze. But at each turn, he's just going down a dead end, and he's just doing the same thing again and again. People say,
Andy, please tell me that's a lie. Don't mean to cut you doubly. Andy, please tell me that's a lie.
Oh, that's probably true. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lie.
True. Dejan Kulusevski has created 7 chances from open play versus Manchester United. He's the first visiting player to do this in a Premier League game at Old Trafford since up to records began in 2003.
Wasn't that Zinedine Zidane in 2003?
That's Premier League.
When we played Real Madrid?
Premier League from Premier League. It's in the Premier League.
Okay.
It's Premier League settings. It is. It's
so Flawless, is this the part of the show where we talk about how we're going to bounce back? Because I know that's questions coming from.
Oh, is it? Now, you can tell us how we're going to tell us how we get to them 70 league goals. You know what I'm saying? And you can start
65.
Oh, 65. You want to talk how we get? Well, we 62 shots. We need 62 from 33. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We saw old goals. We saw old Premier League goals.
Second half of the season.
United are now 92 goals away from hitting 89 goals, right, Z? 89 goals. We're 92 goals away.
You know what? I didn't want to believe Flawless and Sheik when they were saying, like, what did Sheik say? I think he said, like, we'll score 41 or 50 or something mad. And I was like, no, we can't, man. We can't do a whole season.
I'm telling you, man.
What was that?
I'm telling you.
What was that quote?
Sheik, did you say 40 something goals?
I think said like 40, yeah, like 47, 48.
Flawless, what was that quote? Man United are going to score less league goals than WWE has WrestleMania.
Yeah.
United going to score less goals than there is Super Bowls at this rate. We less than a goal a game now. You know what I'm saying?
Take the WWE.
Well, we've scored 5 and 6 now. Yeah, we've scored 5 and 6.
I'll take them WWE players to start for us. Bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely 100%. At least there's some athleticism.
We're technically not on track to even score 38.
Yeah,
like one goal a game.
We're joint second lowest now goal scorers in the Prem so far this season.
Days.
Yeah.
It's only Southampton who have scored less than us. Everyone else has either scored the same amount or more.
What's the excuse now? What's the excuse?
It's the players, apparently.
Someone should be doing more. That's the excuse.
Missing Luke Shaw.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is the worst one.
Who are we missing?
Kaneki, don't start. Let me get to the
Nah,
super
nah,
chat.
Jeffrey Dinner at
Let me
left
get
back.
to this.
Is that who we're
Let me
missing?
get.
Jeffrey Dinner at
Man,
left back.
let me get to this super chat. Big up to Timber as well. Says, big up for the super chat. Ten Hag United is the tutorial team. You learn how to play. You play to learn how to play FIFA. We are terrible. Matt, big up to Matt. It's been a minute. Hope you're good. He says, flawless. I'm gonna be real. Anybody saying Ten Hag needs more time is fully lost. As a rival, even I can see that he has made you regress, and he has no idea how to improve you guys. If he stays, it will get worse. First and foremost, make sure you subscribe to Matt. Look at the ops. When the ops are saying, hey, you lot are terrible, you need to change. That tells you all you need to know.
They've been saying it for
Because-
time. They've been laughing.
And they've been
at
saying it.
ages. Yeah, for
I'm
time.
saying
But
troops
we
rang
know-
me
we
during
know
troops
what
rang
it
me
is.
during the watch along and didn't even troll.
We
He even
know
trolled
what
me.
it is. Flawless. We know what it is. Like when
Go
I call you Flawless Simeone, it's for a reason. You're playing the dark art.
This guy.
These dudes are playing the dark arts when they don't be honest with themselves. Like
Yeah.
it's willful ignorance at this point.
Mm-hmm.
The sweet little nothings you tell Shorty, it's the same consistency. Just a bunch of lip service. Anybody who stares objectively at that game that we just played and can bring out anything other than they were tactically outcoached, they're just chatting shit, bro. To pull a phrase from y'all, it's that simple. You cannot mask this any other way. You cannot sell it any other way. It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Simply put, like there's no like if you say okay, Ten Hag got what time? If you go down the list of check marks that you go for a coach's performance, he didn't tick any boxes today. And it's not just today; it's 3 years of this shit.
You know what, Eddie, as well? It's where you notice at the lowest of the low when he comes out in the press and tries to tell us that, oh, we had chances with the Garnacho. Come on, man. That's a bonus chance.
That's
not a real chance. Come on,
I
man.
volleyed that hit the bar,
That's
and the Xerxes chance, like they didn't have 5 1-on-1s. Might have 5 1-on-1s or something like that.
You can't
What are you talking about here?
Did you man clock the post presser where he tried to hint like that
What do you say?
he's surprised that the players are not doing what Spurs players did? Did you clock that little bit that he said?
Yeah, I saw
He
that.
basically said like they were cutting the ball back and he's like, oh, that's things that we were something like that's things we work on or hinting at. I'm like, no, brother, we don't do that. What are you on about?
You know what? It was funny, you know. He said, I need to remember what he said. He said something, they play high line, they got good pace going forward, something like that. And then he said we weren't keeping the ball well. And I'm like, brother, that's your fault.
Yeah.
That's your fault. That's your fault. We can't keep the ball. It's
Yo, good evening, everybody. I want to know when I could step in. Yo.
I said that.
There you go, bro. There you go.
Yeah, so I haven't been on this channel for about 8 months. So good night, everybody again. Thing about it is,
saying you good, yeah? Before you carry
I'm good. I'm good.
Been a minute.
I'm living life.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Floor's yours, G.
yeah, this is about accountability. In March 2023, because I wanted Ten Hag at the club, in March 2023, he won the Carabao Cup. And I call that man out for being a coward and abandoning his philosophy. You know what I was told? I'm a fake fan. 36 years supporting this fucking club, but I'm a fake fan. You see, the thing about OGs, we have experience, and there needs to be accountability. So I got the abuse, so we reached this point. INEOS came in, I call them INEOS. They're supposed to be the best in class. And they show a lack of testicular fortitude by keeping this man on. But everybody's celebrating. Flawless know the job I do. And praising INEOS now is equivalent to be a woman in a domestic violence situation. Praising the person who beat her up for giving her a rose after the fact. These people must be held accountable. This is bigger than Ten Hag. I no longer blame the chef. Who are the owners that kept the chef in a job? But INEOS with dazzle and transfers, let me tell you something. They said Casemiro was shit. No problem. Amrabat in the midfield was shit. No problem. They're calling Mino shit now. No problem. And now Ugarte is shit. Fact is, any player would die in that midfield. This is bigger than the players. So Ashworth and all these guys have to be held accountable. I tend to know what I'm talking about. If I take my unit
Before you carry on,
intermission,
before you carry on, A, bless man, every single time.
Yeah,
You
man.
lot subscribe to his
Bro.
channel.
Nah,
Double
big
A,
up.
Yeah.
let them know where they can find you, what you got coming up, all that good stuff.
Yeah, just FCAA on YouTube.
big up double
Not
A.
even at 1,000 subscribers yet. So if you can
Yo,
go
get
and
into
help me out,
a
that'd be
subscribe
sick,
links
bro.
in the
When's
title.
your
people.
video out? When's your video out?
So, because I've done it a little bit different, it'll be either tomorrow or Tuesday, Faz. A little bit later, but yeah, big up to good to meet you, Nero. Good to meet you,
Nah, big
Kaneki.
up.
Good to meet you, Eddie. And
Mhm.
obviously, Don Dada Diamond, seen you on plenty of streams, so good to finally hear your voice.
Yeah,
But
bless
yeah,
up, brother.
obviously,
Respect.
and flawless Faz and Leon see you enough, you know what I mean? So I don't have to say anything about you guys. Well, yeah, man,
Man.
big up to all the viewers. Try not to let United get you down too much, and yeah,
No,
it's
nah,
on
never.
Thursday.
More to life.
But yeah, bro. Have
Double
a
A,
good week.
big up, man.
Take
Every
it easy,
time,
bro.
man.
Big up,
You
man.
already know, man. Bless up.
See
Hey,
you
you lot
later.
again. Make sure you subscribe to Double A, man. Links in the title. Sheik's gone as well. Subscribe to his channel. Faz's channel is
Big up.
also in the title. So subscribe to them all, people.
Can
Subscribe to them
can
all.
I say something quickly? Yeah.
Yeah, go on first.
You know,
Go on.
one thing that needs to be established at Manchester United, yeah, is you know the manager or the player not taking accountability. This is something I don't even, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Eric could go somewhere and win loads of trophies. Fair, no problem. Yeah. Sancho's moved on. Lukaku's gone to Champions League final, whatever. Loads of players won trophy, whatever, no problem. But the thing is, whilst you're at Manchester United, there is only one method for you to connect with the fans, and that is literally the pressers. The pressers, your post-match interview, your interviews on Sky, stuff like that. That is how you connect with the fans. You have to know how to buy. It's called crowd control. You have to know how to buy the fans. I do not hate Ole because of his football or whatever. Ole just wasn't the right manager, but I don't hate him. I don't dislike him, whatever. I don't despise him. He speaks highly of his players. He speaks correct and he speaks nice. And Ole isn't an English gentleman. Do you know what I'm saying? These guys' presses make my blood boil. This is where
I have no
really,
kind
really
words for
struggle.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I have no
But
kind words for him.
Faz, it is all propaganda. United is $1 billion industry, and everybody's going to eat our food. I mean, first of all, Faz, I like to welcome you to this side of the fence. What they call the dark side. You're no longer with that pagan. You're there to live free, and watchman, I wish you all the best. Right? I wish you all the best. Because 4 years ago, and this is something I've never spoken, me and that individual used to laze on Twitter. And I told them my job career and things that I did. The same things he claiming that he did before was my whole resume, brother. So he's on propaganda, and I thank you that you're free. And I want people to be clear-headed about it. This is not about hating people. And again, and Flawless will teach you that. Fast, if you want to get married, you don't go on the red light district and wife a hoe. Sir Jim slept. Sir Jim went in the bed with the Glazers. Sir Jim just wifed a hoe. Why people can't see that? So you expect quality on the best? You cannot tell me in 2024 that me, Faz, and Flawless and the panel knows better than Ashworth and Omar Barada, that we are more intelligent than Sir Jim, who's a billionaire. These fellas on Vapries. It is clear as day. And the thing about it is, there are a lot of Twitter gangsters. And Flawless, I got some abuse today. I already tracked down that IP address.
Yeah, I know you. I know what you do for work.
Right? So what Saeed did today, Saeed called out people. And listen to me, brothers. I would love these haters who send the abuse to come to my yard. Let me fill them up a cuppa. Anyway, I deviated because it's a while. And I think, probably she can Flawless and motivate me. I might actually start a channel, I might. OGs
Yo,
United or some kind of a creed because
yo, you know what? You should. Yo, we need more, man. We need the better the people in the game, the better it gets, man. The stronger the
That's
players,
cold
the stronger
though.
the
OG's
league.
United's cold still. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie.
OG's United is cool because you
That's
and
cold.
Norridin need to have a pod. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's why I call
yeah,
Norridin the
me and
Antifa.
Northern, will do well. I just will have to buy some earplugs, but
Yeah,
me and
shit,
Northern
man.
could do good because I continually speak with Eddie and Rant. These are the two people I stay into contact with, and I call this shit out. If this man is not sacked by any morning, you need to understand INEOS, Sir Jim, wife to hoe. Do not be shocked.
It's
But
true. It's very
this is
true.
the conflicting
It's
part
very
for
true,
me.
bro. I was coming out the stadium, yeah, in Stratford End. I saw two kids with their dad. I think I took my time to go to the kids, yeah, and apologize to them. Little kids sat there like just bamboozled. I was telling them if INEOS don't sack, I was telling the gentleman if INEOS don't sack him in the morning, then 100% there's something behind all this. 100%, because you would ring every board member right now and say whatever million we need to get it right now, and let's just get it out the way. Let's get it. We'll figure it. You know what? We'll figure it out. We've got Rene. We've
Yeah.
got
Can
you.
I address somebody in the chat?
Yeah, he been blocked if that's the way you're going.
No, but
Bro.
no,
So don't even worry
it's
about it.
okay because
I thought it was football. All right, cool. I thought it was him.
it,
Never mind. Yeah. Anyone talking
no,
rubbish in the chat is getting blocked.
no, he's
Like,
talking
keep it
about my
football.
English.
Hold on.
No, listen, my English.
Yeah,
I
that's
could
what I'm
speak
talking about.
I could speak the Yankee twang, the English twang. It doesn't matter about my English. Do not insult my integrity or underestimate my intellectual acumen, my boy. Because I'll kick your ass in real life and I'll kick your ass online. At least everybody understands the essence of what I'm trying to say tonight. I believe so.
100.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100, man.
So Jason Brown, you could go suck your mama. Jive.
I hear it.
Yeah,
Shit.
facts.
What's
Nah,
mad
you
as
can,
well,
I can
a lot-
hold that, man. Man can't be in talking rubbish and that because man's
you
got a
know-
different. So what? Man's got a different accent. We all have. And what? It was nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah,
That's what
straight
makes us
up.
good, innit? If you
Nothing.
listen,
Nothing to do with nothing. We
somebody
got
told me a long
someone
time
from
ago, if you want to
Trinidad.
be different, be yourself,
Go on.
innit? So always be
Yeah,
yourself, innit?
facts.
You know
We
what I
got
mean?
people.
But
You know what I'm
listen,
saying? Different.
for me, with like the fan base, yeah, the United fan base is horrible, man, because it's become a place whereby obviously none of us are affected. We know what we're on in it. Do you know what I mean? But it's like it's become a place whereby if you make a statement that people don't like, they're so stuck on that statement they can't go below the surface to actually understand what you're saying. So like if I use one example, like when I was on the previous stream on Saeed's talking about Rudin that year, and people are like, oh, I don't know whether he's going to succeed. Oh, there's better man, like who to replace. The biggest thing is always like, oh, if we suck Ten Hag, who's going to replace him? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like, let's just start with like a competent level at the club, innit? Let's just start with somebody that picks the right players, introduces a system. What?
Man, big up Sarah Fell for the super chat. He said 10 out of
Yeah,
out.
that's cold. That's cold.
Accent.
I was gonna say something similar.
fire.
Yeah.
That is
cold.
fire, yo. That is fire, yo. And he's right. It's the same in all. It's the same in all accents. But go on, yo, carry on.
No, I'm just
Big up
saying
for the
that,
super
like,
chat as well.
that
Big up
obviously,
for the
like, Barada's come out with the PR saying about 2028, want to win the league and blah blah blah. Yeah, the foundation right now is just something that's competent within the club. Somebody that comes in, makes like sensible decisions, because all of us, yeah, have football knowledge in it. Like if you give Faz the squad now, he'll pick the right players, he'll play a system at least, and he'll get more out of the players. Like because there is some quality within our squad in it. So it's like it doesn't really matter at this point who the next manager is. We're so far in the hole right now. Like, do you know what I mean? Like pause, but we're so far like deep down within the crap. Yeah, right. I had to go.
Hey, yo.
Within the crap right now.
Nah, we can't just brush over that one, man.
Bro, yo, you have to cover yourself in it. It is what it
was Eddie's and Nero's reaction.
Yeah, of course.
Simultaneously,
I couldn't let you back as flawless. You just, yeah, it's mad. Anyway,
I didn't say nothing. I didn't do nothing, fam.
We're
That's
so poor.
That's you.
Nah, flawless. You're enabling.
We're so poor right now, yeah, that like we have to just create that level of stability, and that's the biggest thing right now. Yeah, people that spoke about like what Ten Hag brings to the table from a player management point of view, man management, from a tactical point of view, to a selection point of view, to the way he does the presses, nothing is sustainable, not a single part of it. Do you know what I mean? So it's like we just need that, and like I'm just ready for change, man. Like all them old fans we were talking about in the old stream that just want like another Fergie to come in. Guys, wake up! That's not football anymore. Like we can actually enjoy football, even if we were to lose games. We can still enjoy the ball. So
That's
Leon,
true. And no, you
I
can go on,
just
Don.
wanted
Make it
to.
talk
Sorry,
after. No, you can
I
talk.
just wanted.
You talk after.
Yeah, I just wanted to draw everybody's attention to the financial side of it. The position we are in financially, we are in a mess. INEOS went above and beyond to try to back this manager in this window. Don't expect anything even close in the following windows. We are just debt servicing debt. So the financial side is shaky and the football side is shaky. People don't really understand the holistic view of what is going on at United. We could fall. We could actually fall. And I don't like to be right on here. I would love that. I wanted 10 out. I would love that I would have been wrong. Or in you sleeping with the Glazers. But it is facts. So we have to look at it in a holistic view. Financially and on the pitch. What are these people really trying to do? He should not be manager tomorrow morning. No way, no how. And that's how Chelsea did it. That is how Real Madrid did it. As Leon said on size, rinse and repeat until we get it right. This is what we got to do. But
Carlo Ancelotti got sacked on the pitch. Like, let's not
thank
forget
you.
that.
you know, just on that
LVG.
point. Do you know just on that point, Don? It's interesting because
Oh, you carry on.
Thi-
George, gotta get to a
this is
couple
this
things.
for
Hold
me.
that-
So I
hold
was just
that
going to
thought,
say
Leon.
this for me is the
Go on,
tipping
go on.
point. Do you know why? Because they sacked
Go on.
so many managers at Nice. So we're really going to see what these men are on in the next like week or so. In it, let's see what these lot are on in it.
Let's see what they're on. Big up Sorafel again for the super chat. That is hilarious as well. When we want, there's one more I wanted to get to as well. There's another one. 1 second. And run up the likes, you lot, as well, man. Run up the likes. Subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Subscribe to all the man them links that are in the title. Donna says if they don't sack him, they're worse than the Glazers. I hear you. Big up Yan trolling in the chat. I can't friggin' stand this woman, but we move. Faz, you know what I'm saying? Floor's yours,
Yeah.
man. I know you gotta
Sorry,
go
I'm
shortly.
gonna drop out, but I'm gonna stay listening, so I might comment on the comment section.
Yeah.
I've been at the stadium since 11 a.m., half 11, and I got home at 9 p.m. 10 and a half hours, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you something. I can't speak for everyone, but me, I deserve better.
Faz?
I deserve better.
Damn straight.
Every player should have apologized. The manager should have started his press conference by saying, I apologize. The team apologized. Yeah, we deserve better. And this is not, you know, you might think I'm going to go sleep, wake up. Flawless, if you remember, I said, I am one more loss away from going on rampage, yeah?
You did.
I
remember you
emptied
saying
the
that.
first magazine today. I've got magazine on magazine on magazine loaded.
Bad
I'm
man
going
talk.
to-
Faz. Faz,
I'm
check my
going
Instagram. That's what I have.
to this fan base.
Flawless knows, man.
Stay
You
ready
see that
so you
thing I'm
don't gotta
holding?
get ready, my boy. Stay ready.
That thing
so
I
you
was
don't gotta get
holding,
ready.
I got magazines for you, bro.
Bro, I am going to expose this club for what it is. Yeah, exactly what it is. That is what I'm going to do. Yeah, bar for bar, machine for machine. I'm going to go against every single these corporations that run this club. I'm going to go machine for machine, and they will know. They will know. One thing that I was told when I was young by my parents, yeah, is make sure you stand on the truth. Yeah, the truth. That is what we said. All of us, yeah, majority, 99% fans, they backed Eric Ten Hag when he signed because we wanted that change. We wanted that direction. We wanted that hope. When we saw that, this is looking shaky, we said, nah, hold on a minute. It don't look right. And then eventually some small percentage of the fan base said, nah, I don't think this is the guy. Do you know what I'm saying? And today, as of today, majority of the fan base, they do not believe in this manager. Whether you're in or out, whatever, the fact is you do not believe in this manager. You don't.
Well, facts, man. We got 10 Hag inners who don't go to the games no more.
You don't go to the bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Do you know what? So
Make that
you
make
understand?
sense.
Yeah. Now you understand why I actually get so irate. I actually get so activated because there's so much information. My brain is going 100 miles an hour. First season, yeah. Mandim used to travel from London every game. They would sleep over in train stations. And they are not coming to games now. So I'm going to empty the magazines, bro. I'm telling you, each day, You lot might get sick of me. I'm going to start exposing so much shit. You lot might
never expose every fucking
I
thing.
am so sick of it. Yeah, this manager and SEG is the worst thing that has happened to this club. Even Ed Woodward, with all the mistakes he made, all the toxic shit that he did, wouldn't have let Eric Ten Hag stay because Audemars Piguet or whatever sponsors would have rang him and said, "Yo, this is bad for branding, mate." This is Ed Woodward when the branding stock market, they would say, "This is bad for the stock market, mate. Get this guy gone." And these INEOS lot are keeping him. If INEOS are really about this footballing life that they say, they're going to sack him morning. End of conversation.
Facts.
You come on, know how the hell you are a boyhood Man United fan and you hold a Chelsea season ticket for over 30 blood clot years. But you know.
Yo, man, I'm making a move anyway. But listen, big up every man, and listen, big up for standing on the truth, man. Because Faz is right, man. Do you know what I'm saying?
And subscribe to Leon's channel as well, Unleash Sports people. Subscribe to his channel, find and follow him across all socials.
And also, people, make sure you vote in the comments for Flawless to get rid of these mad titles he keeps coming up with. It is what it is.
Man, I keep asking Leon about that 65 goals.
No, this one was all right, man. This one was
all right. I didn't pick this one there, bro. This was Eddie.
This is the first episode of Scrub Talk.
You should have told me that,
second.
bro.
I think it's second. Yeah, I think it's
Leon,
second.
one thing before you go. We need some information, right? I want Marcel's address, Neji's address, Ty's address. You could DM me on Twitter, okay?
Okay, I got you.
That's the inside man.
Informative, crazy, mad thing.
Leon is mad.
Here's Leon, man.
No,
Leon,
because
gone, man. I wanted him to let me know about them 65 goals, but we
I
wanted
to just go on, Ashley.
No,
Eddie,
what me say now is that
Eddie, before I go, please, text me on Insta, Planetfaz, or Twitter. Ideally Insta, I'll see it. All these stats, because tomorrow morning when everybody wakes up, I'm going to time my freaking tweets. I'm going to time them.
I love it.
I'm going to be the anti-vaxxer, Flawless. I'm going to anti-vax these. And let all the 73,000 fans that come to Old Trafford and queue up. I'm going to anti-vax them individually. Winter is coming. They need their flu jabs. I'm going to give them their flu jabs.
Yeah.
Please send it to me.
No jab, no entry, huh? No jab, no entry. Tell them that.
Yeah. No jab, no flying, mate. You ain't nobody's good. No, I'm gonna lock everybody up. I'm getting mad. I'm gonna lock everybody up and I'm gonna make sure they get vaccinated for this manager. Like tomorrow, you will see one by one.
Because
the show with Rant's gonna be mad tomorrow. I can't lie.
Yeah, because me gonna tell you the truth. Because some boy on them channel, I thought also the team is Job at the Pizza Hut, you know. I say Job at the Pizza Hut was missing today at left back, you know. Mr. 21 servings, you know. Jeffrey Dinner, you know, Steph McFlurry, Jack and Grill, Notorious PIG at left back, you know. Everybody are trying to tell me, say, yeah, man.
Hey, you know what the coldest thing is? This manager and hypocrisy are synonymous at this point. I was just thinking while you were talking about that, right? What's the one thing he used to say? Performance will dictate who plays and who doesn't. Mm-hmm. We had our most technical team on the pitch for 2 games. We have not played any better since then. We did not see that same team again.
That's it.
When it comes to, if players perform well in training, they'll be playing. We had Marcus Rashford doing his Fast and Furious impersonation, driving over the side divide, playing 007 in Belfast with that pamper money. And I think we also had, who was it? Somebody else wasn't at training and still ended up playing. But anyway, this manager is a walking contradiction, people. That's the only thing we can amount this guy to. A walking contradiction. And until or whenever it ends, don't expect anything to get any better anytime soon.
Yes.
We will be here to be your therapy providers.
Facts.
That is about it.
Eddie,
Here's
this
before you go,
manager,
Kaneki.
yeah.
Before you go, Kaneki, everyone, make sure again you run up the likes, man. Whether you're watching this live right now, watching this back, because we're gonna close out shortly. We're gonna be redirecting to Sheik because he's live on his channel. Make sure you go follow the playback though. Sarcasm City TV. You can see it there. NBA, Premier League, Champions League, Europa League, NFL, F1, boxing, UFC, all watch-alongs, all over on the playback as well as the gaming content as well. So that's playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. That's playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV, or just download the app from your app store. Because if you support Sarcasm City TV, if you're new here or if you're not new here, if you're a fan of the channel, get over to the playback people because there's constant shows over on the playback people. So make sure you go follow Road to 700 followers over on there, Road to 13,000 subscribers on here. And one last thing as well before we go to Kaneki, before we do close out, people. Yeah, CP Hush Facts. We are available on all audio platforms as well. So you see all the shows you see on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel, apart from watch-alongs, are on all audio platforms. So Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc. So you have a Spotify account, 5-star us on there, Sarcasm City TV. Same with iTunes, Apple Podcast, or wherever you listen to podcast, people. Yeah, go on, Kaneki. Go on.
No, because the brother come tell me say Man United's defense was really missing 50 shades of gravy, you know. So
That's crazy, yo. That's a 50
whenever
shades of gravy, yo.
whenever me hear them talk, I'm like, yo, you know, you want like yo, you could see today with Diego Delo, man. What we needed wasn't Diego Delo at left back. What we needed is Ed and Sheeran. Yeah, that's what we need. Ed ain't cheering. That's what we need at left back. Ed ain't cheering. So I'm like, okay. So everybody defends this guy, right? Ten Hag is saying he doesn't have his full team available. Really?
No way he said that. No way
Yes.
No way he said that. There's no way. I don't
Yeah.
believe he said that. No way he said he don't have his full
Ten
team
Hag
available.
says some of our key players are missing. So I'm like,
yeah,
is Draymond?
he can shut
I'm
up.
like,
He can be quiet
yeah,
with all that.
I'm
That's
like,
what he said.
Draymond Collard Greens is missing, right? Draymond Collard Greens at left back, he's missing, right? Is that it?
This guy just be saying, yo, Ten Hag just be saying anything. Let me get to the super chat. He just be saying anything. No way he's saying after spending all that money, all them players that are out there, that he's saying that. So Rafael, big up for the super chat, man. He says, y'all really let a Dutch manager turn Old Trafford into the red light district. Even Arsenal had the integrity to get rid of Unai Emery. Big up for the super chat again, so Rafael. I appreciate it. And yeah, that's what it is, man. Everybody comes here, gets 3 points. Everybody looks good against us. Like Eddie said on countless occasions, make a wish FC. Like, that's legit what it is. And people have asked me in the chat many a time, like, yes, it's a question of when he gets sacked, not if. When is that? I don't know, because I don't trust INEOS. Should it be this? Should it be, I should wake up and he should be gone? That's where we should be at. Is that going to happen? No. There's no way he should see the Porto game. There's no way he should see the Villa game. But will he? Yes, because they've decided that he's the guy. Now, how stubborn are they? Is this way? I don't know what the ego is like from the people making the decisions within the hierarchy, because we've got no previous yet. But surely enough is enough. It has to be. It's a wrap, man. The show's over. You know what I'm saying?
Stockholm syndrome is a bitch.
Yeah,
flawless.
We're gonna close out this show. But go on, Nero. Go on.
Yeah.
So you gonna say?
Let me ask. Yeah, I just want to ask because we're closing now.
Yeah.
Do you think he gets sacked soon? Do you think they let him play the Porto game? If not, what do you think is going to take for him to get sacked?
One second.
Last week, I think.
Let me look at fixtures. You think if he loses to Porto and Villa, he's gone?
Porto Villa, yeah, I think.
You know what? Even though what I said, this is how people, when you have new information, I didn't realize that Porto and Villa, and then it's an international break. If he loses those 2 games, he's gone in the international break.
But even if he draws, I think if they see consistently that we're playing a bunch of shit, they won't stand for it.
But Eddie, you know what that is? Because we're on the run, we're expected to lose these 2 games. So a draw will be celebrated. All their solid results, we're bouncing back.
No, but here's what's not going to change. The results may change.
Yeah.
But the quality of the performance will stay the same through all of it. It'll just be on whether or not the other team decides to show up, or if they have the talent to show up. Like, again, against Porto, That's more of a, in my opinion, that could be a 2-0 loss. Right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But at the same time, because it's Porto, I don't trust them in attack because historically they've never been that type of team. They're Portuguese football for the most part is very pragmatic. So maybe they're different. I don't know. People in the chat can educate me on that. But I don't see that change. Now, Villa is where it could get ugly.
Because it could be a 4-0 there.
No, but Eddie, bro.
Clinical.
Eddie, sorry to cut you off, yeah. Bro, Portuguese football is bad for us because what they're going to do, they'll set up with a low to mid block and we won't break them down.
But that's not how you stomp us out. You got to see it. What did Spurs do today?
Yeah, but even so.
Full on attack. Liverpool, full on attack mode.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah, but Crystal Palace didn't have the players to play any type. I don't even think they've won a game or they exactly. Won a game this season.
Yeah,
Porto have more players than Palace, bro. I'm telling you. And in fact, anyway, you can set up.
I said it could be a 2-0 affair, right? But in my mind, I think they'll be a bit more pragmatic, and then we'll have some of the ball, but we won't know how to break that team down, so we won't score a goal.
But then again, if you're a coach, why would you be pragmatic against Man United? Where's the reward in it?
Yeah, it depends on
the coaches.
I'm looking at their fixtures. They've done well still so far this season. 3-0
yeah, that's
win,
what I was checking just now. I wanted to check
2-0 win, 2-0, lost 2-0 to Sporting, 2-1 win, 3-0 win. They did lose to Bodo Glint away, but that I don't mean nothing. And then they won 4-0.
Yeah, Man United would lose to Bobo Glimp.
Yeah. I hear that. So it's kind of like, we'll see. But that could be the end because that Villa game could get ugly if we play because they have the quality to put away the chances Spurs missed. That could easily be 3-4-0.
Yeah,
that could easily, and they play a style that any style's wrong for us. So I can't even say they play a style, but they have quality to hell. So that's what I'll say. With Duran and Watkins and Rodgers and Ramsey and Bailey, Onana, etc. Like they have played Tillemans. They definitely have players.
They got players. You know what? People can play.
He might be gone. That international break, man. If we lose those 2 games, I never want my team to lose. I want us to win both those games. Where if we lose those 2 games, it's possible. You need to.
If 7-0 and being kicked out of Europe by Copenhagen never got these guys sacked, I can tell you that these guys have a big threshold for pain. The reason why I never wanted INEOS in the first place, and why even to now I don't back them.
Yeah, and to Prime, you says quite. Big up to Ed. Sam, you said shout out to my guy Eddie ACGI. Big up to Don and Sam.
Anybody can get it. Goddamn.
Facts. And big up to Prime. You said, do you think?
Wait, no. What do you mean anyone can get?
Listen, Nero. Let me tell you a story, man.
That's a big pause on that.
I know what he meant by that in regards to.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Because in regards to when we were talking about the team going.
The impetus, right? Like so. I was playing in a basketball. We were playing in a basketball game, high school. We won the game, but we played like shit. Coach comes into the locker room, puts 4 letters on the whiteboard, ACGI. He asked us for about 5 minutes what we thought that meant. Anybody can get it. Meaning, when we get on that court tomorrow, I'm going to kill y'all. Y'all gonna run till you can't run no more. You're gonna do push-ups till you can't push up no more. Buddy had a deck of cards. I'll never forget this shit. He had a deck of cards, right? Whichever card he picked is how many push-ups you did. And we had to go through the whole deck.
That's crazy, yeah.
Bro.
4 letters that never left me after that one practice, bro. ACG, anybody can get it.
Are you still in contact with that coach? Because we need him. Tell him to learn some football.
Hey, he's getting canceled in 2024.
And the United terms, for those that don't know what that means, the ACGI, when we said it, when we was talking about getting rid of play, because a lot of, when we was criticizing the likes of Bruno and others, we was told that we was targeting and being harsh, and it's like, no, we're not backing anyone. ACGI, anybody can get it, meaning anybody can get sold. There's nobody that is exempt from
Sancho is twice the player that Bruno is, and I would cook Sancho on here religiously for some performances.
Facts.
All of us did.
Now I can look back. Now I can look back and be like, hey, you know what? I was wrong for even coming at this brother like that, bro. Pause. Because again,
No.
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
No,
Hey, yo. Yo.
It was like,
Yeah.
but
Eddie,
nah.
we know you,
why
man.
it's not even
Look at
why it's not
Nero,
even
yo.
like that? Why not even like that? Flawless here remembers the Red Talks. The Red Talks. You
Eddie
going at
Reader.
a player is you knowing that this player is of a high level. If that player isn't playing to the level that you know they can play at, you have all right to criticize them. I
Yeah.
criticize Pogba, Martial, Sancho. I criticize all of them on the same level. When everyone is putting Bruno Fernandes on these guys' level, and I start criticizing Bruno Fernandes now, they're like, "Why am I being mean?" And I'm like, "Because Bruno never went through the blood, sweat, and tears to get to that level. But you want me to put him there because he scored 10 penalties in one season."
Matter of facts, forget all that. But let me get to this last question quickly from Prime. Do you guys think that being Porto and/or Villa is enough to keep him in the job for the time being? In the eyes of INEOS, yes. If he
In
beats
the eyes
Porto
of
or
Ineos, yes.
he beats Villa, 110%, they will keep him because we are not favourites for either of those games. That's why
But
I think even a draw in either of those games saves him. Actually, let me tell a lie. I think a draw in the Villa game saves him because it's right before the international break.
But you know what,
That's
yeah?
what I'm saying.
Just quickly, I know you need to wrap, yeah. I think that's kind of dangerous because you know what? If for me, they should really be sacking him tomorrow, but we know that's not going to happen. But why should it rely on one result?
If he should have been fired years ago, it would say yesterday,
Facts.
today,
Why should it?
Sunday. I need to find that clip. I need to find that clip.
I'll find it for you. I'll try
find
to
that
look
clip
for
for me. Bless up. Yeah, I've got it somewhere.
Yeah.
I posted it about Ollie. So roles reversed. There we are. But go on.
But like, why does it have to rely on one result? So then
You know
now,
why? You know why it is Nero? Because we have incompetent people running the football club.
Thank
that
you.
is true.
Really?
It's true, and they need to.
That's what it is.
They need to firm it. They need to firm it. They kept him instead of. You know what they should have done? Yeah, instead of like buying Ugarte, they should have bought Sander Berge, and then we would have had 40 million left over. That's more than enough to sack managers, stack backroom staff, do all of that. Way more than enough. Don't tell me about no financial. The money was there. Money was there. You could have just moved the money. I know how this thing works, bro. Man don't know what I'm doing behind the scenes, but trust me, I'm cooking. I know,
UMG.
I'm cooking, bro.
But
I'm gonna tell you later, Flawless.
Yeah. Tell me after. Yeah. Calm. You know what I'm saying? I know you.
But
I know you
man,
run
it's
your
just
shits.
mad, bro.
I know. And you lot again. Big up everyone that's locked in. Big up Saeed for the raid. Lee Gunner raided. Jacob raided. Casually FC. If I miss one, I don't know. Like I said, more raids than the Trap House. But big up to everyone who's locked in. This was, normally you get this show, people, 4:30 p.m. UK time, Man United pod / Scrub Talk podcast every Tuesday, 4:30 p.m. UK time. But because of what happened, that's why we ran it tonight. Make sure you subscribe to Sunshine FC as well. Subscribe to everyone in the title, AA, Sheik, and AA Sheik, and I couldn't fit Leon's channel in the title, but Unleash Sports. Make sure you do that. Planetfaz as well. That's also in the title. So subscribe to all of the man. And we're back here today, 4:30 p.m. UK time, people, for Talk Your Ish, which is the fan calling show. So I know I didn't get to all the questions. So if you lot want to call in, it's open for anybody to call in. It doesn't matter where you're calling in from. Doesn't matter who you support. Feel free to call in 4:30 p.m. UK, Talk Your Ish. And of course, we'll be discussing your football club, whoever calls in, like in particular, your result from the weekend. However, when will Ten Hag be sacked will be the question. Like, literally, will he make it to international break?
Yeah,
I think there's a strong chance he might not. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say, yeah, man, join the fan calling, because bro, that's how I got on here, bro. I took the risk. You know what I mean? Flawless saw talent in me.
Facts.
And bro, here we are, man.
Yeah, so did I.
That's it. Kanegi's another one. Like, that's how a lot of people, Eddie the same. That's how a lot of people you see on my channel on a regular basis who are permanent fixtures on the channel is through the fan calling show. So feel free. Like I said, you don't have to be a Manchester United. I want to hear from everybody.
Yeah.
No matter, like I said, what team you support or where you're calling in from. I am not forced. You hear it. You know what I'm saying? You hear an American accent, Jamaican accent, Trinidadian accent, London accent, Midlands accent. List goes on and on and on. See, Jacob saying it here. And that's why you see Jacob on the channel too. Make sure again you subscribe to United Spurs of America. Yeah, it was crazy because you was wilding when you. But we ain't even gonna go into all that. You was on some Jacob stuff. But we move.
So that's
All right.
I'll try to be available. I think I need to come on here and explain job dimes and rant. I appreciate the opportunity to be back after 8 months.
You already know, man. Whenever, man. And yes, Fazzy says you had man podcast is 2-6. That's how Lex got on as well. Lex and Kaneki. That's how I met them both. Was through the fan calling show. And I was like,
you need that Trinidad man. You need that Trinidad man now.
You know what? If there's another, you guys create a Trinity one as well. You already know. But big up, love to everyone that's locked in. Absolute real ones. We're gonna redirect to Sheik.
Hey, let me just say this. Let me just say this real quick.
Go on.
Shout out to Flawless every time. People keep showing love to my dog. Subscribe to the channel. Get the likes
100%.
up. Ain't nobody going pause harder than my dog Flawless. You know what? Fuck, that's crazy. I'm done. No, we're not. I'm not.
I know what he's trying to say. Love Cube though, every single time. Shout out to Spurs fans as well. You lot deserve the win in that 100%. And yeah, everyone was calling it. It's calm, man. Everyone was calling it the flawless derby in it. So there we go. The side thing beat the main thing and all that rubbish. But yeah, love to everyone that's locked in. Appreciate you all. This has been the Mandem United podcast, Scrub Talk podcast, live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much
for
tuning in.
Large up.
Salute.